Yo, what's going on, people? We're back right now. Yeah, TipsyTalk Wavy Wednesday, champagne, the conversation, banter before bed. Don't forget TJ and Radio, social media platforms, Drunkle J. And yeah, ladies, I listen to you lot, but I can't get Drake. But, bro, we got the next best thing in it. Like, bro, we got Sav from G's from On The Rocks podcast.
Come on, we're inside.
We're outside. Jeez.
We're outside and we're inside, man. Big up, Jay. We telling you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah. When you sent the video and I posted my social, yeah, the first question all the ladies will ask, like, is he single in it? So let's get elephant out the room in it. Like, what's the situation? Are you single?
Single, bro.
Happy single or?
Happy single, man.
Christmas is coming, that's why, isn't it?
Do you know what it is? Being single, you save a whole heap of money.
Yes.
You save a whole heap of drama. And you save a whole heap of mental struggle. You get what I'm saying to you?
I hear that.
But don't get me wrong, I love my ladies as well.
But dating's expensive though.
Dating's expensive. Well, it depends how expensive you make it. You know what I mean? I feel like it's only as expensive as you want it to be. You could really go all out and make it really super expensive.
For the gram.
Yeah, or tone it down. Keep it casual. You know what I mean? It depends how you want to do it. Me personally, I've always been a tone it down kind of man.
Seriously?
Yeah. Going all out and blowing the bag on a woman is not my thing.
Because I get 4s and 3s. I thought you'd get like 8s and 9s, innit? So I thought that kind of like soup bays and that.
You think you would ever catch me spending racks on a steak?
You tell me, like, that sounds different from me, B. Like, you got K followers, isn't it?
Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do. Do you know what? But this is the thing. This is why I find it hilarious because, like, when a man or a woman looks at your followers, they will assume a certain figure in your bank account as well.
Big facts.
You know what I mean?
Big facts.
And that's the world we live in right now.
Big facts.
Unfortunately, your social following or your quote unquote clout is what will bring you to the table with certain females. Me personally, the ones that watch that are the ones I'm trying to stay away from.
But plus as well, you got the one because of your mixed race, you got the beard as well.
Yeah.
And you're driving as well. So you got, and you're living in London, innit? So you did that's all you're at, then, innit, man?
Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When the right one comes around, I'm gonna go all out. But until then, I try to keep it as low key as possible. Because I feel like the more people that are in your business, the more likely you are to just get caught up in mix up. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing I'm trying to stay away from for as long as possible. Stress-free, man. That's what life is about. You think I can be stressing about family, about friends, about like career, and stressing about girl as well? Nah. Nah, man. Not about to catch me stressing over.
Don't make the same mistakes I made, man.
You saying you've been
there, done that, wrote the Bible, read the Quran, did all that rubbish.
Worn the t-shirt,
man. Had that, man. But I want to appreciate you coming because I know you're very busy, man.
Come on, bro.
Appreciate you coming as well.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
I'm a fan. I don't like to say I'm a fan, but like I brought the show because I'm a fan, isn't it? That's why.
Appreciate it, man.
And I don't really watch UK content because I don't want to copy people's ideas. But I think your podcast things right now, I like it, innit?
I appreciate that.
I want you to keep going, kind of thing, innit? But let's get a backstory. Like, how are you in general, man? Like mentally, how are you, man?
All good, bro. All good. I was actually having a conversation about this yesterday because it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month as well. But I'm good, you know. Like I feel like I'm in a place in my life right now where I'm locked in on just focusing on career, focusing on bettering myself in terms of not just like for the bank account, but bettering myself in terms of being able to eventually 10 years time, 15 years time, 20 years time, whatever, be able to look back and say that I made an impact in something. Because I feel like that's what you get marked on when it comes to your legacy. If you made an impact or you not set trends, but people looked at you or thought, oh, do you know what? I like what my man did there. He made a difference. That's what you can really ask for, you know, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I'm good, bro. Appreciate it.
I like how you had said about the whole mental illness because again, us from a community kind of not scared to talk to each other, but we don't like seem like a female kind of thing. And like back in the days, like, or even now, like sometimes I don't even like to talk to people right now. I just like, bro, I'll throw like a Stars P or Jada Kiss mixtape, bro, my feelings gone out the way in it kind of thing. But we really do need to have these conversations right now because there's some crazy people out there in it kind of right now, innit?
Facts, bro. I feel like in the black community in particular, specifically the black community, it's frowned upon to kind of open up about your feelings or your mental health, especially when it comes to men. So any opportunity you do get to check in on your brethren and just say, yo, my brother, what are you saying? Good. Like, how is things? Don't just say, yeah, I'm there, or yeah, I'm good. Like, what do you mean you're good? Like, what's happening in your life right now? Talk to me. You get what I'm saying to you? Because more time, I feel like it's kind of easy to take the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? You just say, yeah, I'm good, man. What are you saying? that's not a conversation. That's just a little, brush that to the side and we move on again. But one thing I always tell my people is, you can be really here today and gone tomorrow. What was you just talking about off air?
Big facts.
Young Dolph.
R.I.P. Young Dolph.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P.
Like,
no, I hear what you're saying, because me, I'm a kind of guy like, bro, I'm not a musician, so I can't let my emotion up to music, innit? So I do radio, this is my therapy right now. But some people come to radio. So I say, let's go for a drink, innit?
Yeah.
And then you don't get people get little juice and that, they'll open up more kind of things.
Facts.
Like, bro, what's going on? Like, you pay financially? Like, what's the missus saying kind of thing? Like, then they'll pour out their things to me kind of thing, innit?
But do you know what? I feel like everyone has their way of dealing with things, innit?
Big facts.
So if you're the type of person that doesn't naturally or easily open up, then that's also cool. But you need to find something that does help you. Even if it doesn't mean shouting a man and say, yo, my bro, I need to chat to you about something. I'm dealing with this right now and X, Y, and Z. Even if it's just writing down how you're feeling and reprocessing it as you're going through life, do that. Do whatever it takes for you to feel comfortable in yourself, number one. And also number two, make sure that whatever you're doing, or try your hardest to make sure whatever you're doing isn't spilling out and affecting the people that are in your life that are trying to be there for you. Because I feel like a lot of people will push away someone or push away family members because they're feeling away. But that's the worst thing that you can do. You got what I'm saying to you?
You know what I do that same exact thing,
bro. It's the worst thing you can do.
It's the worst thing, but you know what? Like, other people got their own problems. I don't want to bring my problems to other people, kind of thing, innit? That's my situation, innit?
I hear what you're saying, but that's how you suppress feelings, and that's how you suppress emotions that eventually might end up taking their toll on you.
Yeah.
The more things build up over time, what does that lead to? It leads to an explosion. You don't want that.
No. That's my downfall. That's my downfall. I know.
Yeah.
But I just want to know, like, bro, do you do therapy then, or like, you got like coach or something?
No, I've got a very good support group around me. Like, everyone that I've got in my life, I can shout them. Or let me not say everyone, but all my close ones, I know that if I need to, I can shout them for something. If it's something financial or if it's something emotional, whatever it might be, I know that I can shout my people for anything. And I'm in a very blessed position. You know what I'm saying? Not many people can say that they've got 4, 5, 6 people around them who, regardless, they've got them. And I feel like that's an important thing. Many people don't take note, and they do take for granted the people that they have around them. And if you don't open up to people, how is anyone supposed to know what you're going through? Because a lot of people feel alone, you know what I mean? They'll feel alone in that situation, and they'll feel like, oh, I'm the only person right now who's going through this. Because you know when you're going through something mad, you think, well, however, how many other people are going through this right now? Probably none, even though there's millions of other people going through the same stuff that you're going through. It's easy to think I'm the only one. You feel a bit alone. You got to reach out to people. Because if you don't, you're just going to get caught in a rut.
I hate that, but I'm a guy like I'll go through situations every single day. Like, I mean, messed up there, go through the gram, see everyone happy, kind of thing. I don't understand their happiness in it, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
And then as well, and then again, I don't disturb no one's burden, kind of thing. Like everyone's like, I'm on the age group where everyone's getting married now, innit? And I'm not lonely, but I'm still doing the things I was still doing at 19, kind of thing, like. But all getting baby mums now, innit? And that's not my lifestyle. I don't really want that. I want that more. Remember My Kids, the TV show, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I want, isn't it?
Big show. Big show. Yo, I used to watch that religiously.
That's what I want, innit? But when I see all my friends, even the guys I thought were gay in school, I know I shouldn't even say they're gay either, but I thought the homosexuals, they're getting married now. I feel like, bro, am I really behind schedule, kind of thing now? So it just dawns on me, kind of thing. So sometimes I'll be like, I just get on my own show, just chill out by myself, kind of thing, like. Listen to them slow jams, like we listened to the Usher song just now.
Yeah.
So I'll be putting them on stage so I can understand this, innit? But no, you're good though. As long as you got your circle, you're right though, man.
That's it.
Have you ever thought about doing like a workshop kind of thing?
A workshop to do with what in particular?
Like man them talk. Like Rob, man them, we all meet on Thursday between 7 to 9. Just come in, we'll sit in a circle, no judgment zone, we just talk. That's it. Like I can bring food, just talking it.
I'll be honest with you, no, never thought about doing something like that. But for me, I feel like it's rare to find people of our generation who will happily sit outside of their comfort zone and talk to people about what they're feeling in a large group of people. Like you might get one person that comes to you on a one-on-one and says, bro, can't lie, I've been dealing with this situation and I wanted to get your take on it, your opinion. I find that quite often within my circle, within my group, I'm the person that people will come to with their guilt issues, right? Nah.
Because I got someone I'm going to ask you as well still.
Okay, what is you going to ask?
Have you ever liked two girls at the same time? Like.
Well, like proper wanted to pursue something with both of them?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
Never. I've never... let me just think about this one real quick. Have I ever done that before? No, I haven't. There's obviously, when you're single, you have people who you're chatting to or whatever, just to see where it goes, or just sometimes to even just pass the time. Yeah. Like, I don't think that it's out of the ordinary for men or women to just have somebody that they're chatting to. They probably might not even want to link that person, but it's just a little ego boost for them. Because you know, girl them like the ego boost. You get them, man them like the ego boost. Yeah, you get a DM, like, oh, hi, you look nice today. Raw, like, boom, little ego boost. Even if it don't go nowhere, it's an ego boost. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So, but to answer your question, like, I'm somebody that when I see someone and I like them, my energy goes into them, like, and that's it. Yeah. It's very rare for me to be entertaining two people seriously at the same time. Let me not even say rare. It hasn't happened. As in, like, I don't entertain two people seriously, because you can't entertain. In my opinion, I don't think you can entertain two people seriously. One of them is going to end up dropping off, and then you entertain that one person serious. You get what I'm saying to you? Don't get me wrong.
No,
But I know that there are men out there who will do the 3, 4, 5, 6 things that they like. All of those things. Yeah, all those girls think to themselves, yeah, I'm in with this guy. That's headache. Do you know what headache that is? I'm not there for that.
Plan B, plan C, just in case.
In case. But I feel like the plan B, C, D, E, these are for people who don't like being single. Yeah.
And for example, say if you have a birthday, your birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
And plan A said that, we'll get this, going here, cool, my birthday's sorted out. You follow that plan A, your birthday comes.
Then I'll do something on my J's. Like, I genuinely, like, I think maybe it's because I'm an only child. I'm so comfortable in my own space.
What star sign are you?
I'm Aquarius.
Okay. I don't know about star signs.
Neither do I. I don't know. Bare gala right now. What does that mean, Aquarius? Nah, Aquarius. But
okay, only child. All right, okay.
But I've got siblings. But
when you grow up by yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Like my siblings, they're all from my dad's side. Love them to bits. But I grew up predominantly with my mum, innit? So I was always a bit of a lone wolf. So I've never ever felt like I couldn't be on my own, in my own space. I'm very, very comfortable in my own space.
Same.
I live alone. And more time, if you ask anyone, if you want to reach Sav, give him 24 hours notice.
Okay.
Not literally, but
But
yeah, man, I'm on my own more time. So I'm very comfortable not to have nobody around me. And I don't really like people coming to my yard if I don't know you like that, because that's where I lay my head.
So when you was growing up, like, who was you looking up towards a father figure then? Because you didn't grow up with a father. Who's your, like, as a man figure, who's you looking up to?
Well, I had my granddad who was about. Okay. I had my uncles who were about, my godfathers. And realistically, you know what? My mum's just a G. My mum's just a G. Like, she turned me into the man I am today. Like, without her,
big facts.
I would not be where I am, and I wouldn't be who I am.
Big facts.
So, as much as I know that there were contributing factors outside of the relationship I had with my mum, in terms of male figures who I could look to for examples of behavior. Obviously, I've got an older brother as well.
Okay. But
so,
step brother.
Well, half brother, but
okay.
But I've known him from birth, and that's been my guy.
Okay, that's
you get what I'm saying to you? My brother, innit? It's my brother still. So it's kind of one of those ones where I never really thought to myself I was missing out until I got to a certain age when I felt like, bro, like, but why is he not about? Do you know what I mean? Like, why is my dad not around? What is the reasons why? But I've never even really had that discussion with him or asked the question.
What age did that hit you though? Or what year? Do you remember what year it was?
Well, I knew from an early age that it was abnormal because enough people around me had both parents, yeah?
Okay.
So
that was the other way around.
Oh, for real?
Because I grew up with my dad, didn't it?
Okay.
But no one in my area
had their dad about.
No one.
Oh,
I was real? The only one in that. But they used to live in the state, but I live in the house, innit?
Okay, yeah.
So I had that navigation, like, I seen a man wake up, go to work, come back.
So you've seen it from an early age?
I've seen it.
And you had the example.
And I believe in marriage. That's what I'm saying, isn't it?
Okay.
So I believe that.
That's an interesting. So you do believe in marriage, yeah?
I believe 100%. I know it works. Even though I know, like, or you said with Caribbean in it, so I know my dad was doing this thing on the side, innit? But I'll keep it 1,000 in it. But that's still, to my date, like, I ain't spoke to my parents in like 5 years, but still Superman to me. Like, you can't, that's Superman. I don't care what you say, that's Superman, innit?
I hear it, yeah.
I see mama get up, go to work, come home, every Friday we had Chinese. No, every Friday we had Morley's chicken and chips, yeah? Saturday we had Chinese. Yeah. Bam. Every single week, but he was there, innit, kind of thing, innit? Yeah. Understand about, I want to see, like, from your thing is vice versa kind of thing, isn't it? So that's why I want to know, like, who's, like...
I had people around me growing up who I knew were solid male role models just because of the way they carried themselves. But like I said, because my mum was who she was, yeah, like my mum taught me how to be a man. It wasn't really a man that pulled me to the side every time something went wrong. It was just my mum. You get what I'm saying to you? And that's why, now to this day, my mum's my best friend. So
when you say that, do you talk to your mum about anything?
Anything, dog. Like, whatever she wants to talk to me about, she can talk to me about as well.
See, I couldn't do that. Like for example, like sex growing up. Could you talk to your mum about sex? See, I learned from the white kids in school. Huh? I learned from the white kids in school.
Okay,
that's how I learned about sex, isn't it?
Do you know what? Yes or no? Like, my mum knows some stuff about man, differently. Differently. To the point where most people that I've told, like, wow, like, you really have a deep connection with your mum. You must do. Because the stuff that you've talked to her about is an indication of how close you are. There's nobody that I know in my circle who has the discussions I have with my mum that they have as well. Like, she's definitely, I don't know everyone says this about their mum, but nah, real. Anyone who meets my mum knows what I'm talking about when I say she's one in a million, because it's a different energy. Also, being a white mum and raising a black son in North London is too...
Whereabouts in North, sorry?
So I grew up predominantly in between Barnes Green, Wood Green, that kind of area.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously I was like, spent a lot of time in Tottenham as well because I kicked ball in Broadwater Farm. So there was like, I spent a lot of time moving around.
Wood Green's like centre, isn't it? Where the McDonald's is in the outside, at the front.
Yeah. You got the McD's, you got Hollywood Green, the cinema, you've got the shopping set, the city.
Girls, and you got the pub.
You got all, yeah. But Wood Green the ghetto though. Hood Green. What was
that Hood Green? Wait, what was that Hood Green growing up there, man? Hood Green.
Say again?
Was it like growing up that area? What was it like?
Was it like growing up? Well, I didn't really grow up that much in Wood Green itself. Like, I was more towards the Bounds Green area. Like, where I went to school was more towards Bounds Green. But because the catchment area was so big in my school, you had youths in there from Wood Green, Tottenham, Hornsey, like all the different areas. So I had a plethora of people from different areas in my school. But the actual area itself, it's not a coincidence why all the meme pages take the piss out of Wood Green. Like, it's really the hood. Yeah. It's really the hood over there. So
we call it late because I'm from South, innit?
Whereabouts in South?
I'm from like Mitcham, like Tooting, Croydon.
Okay, my family's from, like, my brother's from Croydon, innit?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's where I was today still, like Porton Heath, like Flipping, all that area still.
So growing up, we didn't really know too much about North like, until Channel U days.
Okay.
That's when we knew, like, okay, bro, these guys, but we could tell, like, bro, they don't dress like us. They don't dress like us, but
there was definitely a difference between man from South and man from North. It was definitely, there was always been a difference. But then you could say the same thing about East and West as well.
Big facts.
So
I was jealous of East.
Oh yeah, why?
All the MCs were from East, innit?
Yeah, they have bare MCs.
Everyone's from East. Everyone's from Bowl, Wiley.
Yeah.
So I was jealous from East, and like, bro, they got so many guys. Like, they definitely get. And when you hear about Stratford Wretch, never went to Stratford Wretch, innit? But I always was going in. So it was always about that. But carry on, sorry to.
Yeah, no. Like, it's one of them ones where, like, you're always aware of the things that are going on, and I made a conscious decision from early to try my best to stay away from them things. And that's, again, why I have to hail up my mum, because there was times early on when I was kind of going off the ropes a little bit.
Temptation.
Yeah, like there was a lot. When I was kicking ball and then I stopped, when you stop kicking ball, it leaves a void in your life that you want to fill with something, whether it's badness or whether it's, I don't know, gyal or whatever it might be. You want to fill that void with something, innit? And it took me a while to get myself back on the straight and narrow in terms of, like, just keeping myself out of silliness or just whatever it might have been.
What was your wake-up call
though? I just didn't want to let down my mum. Like, literally just didn't want to let her down. Like, there's no way that she could have given me the upbringing she's given me. And then I go and turn to something that makes no sense. Like, I always looked at the road thing like an idiot thing. Because always.
Seriously?
Yeah. Because you don't make no money doing a road thing. You might make a little bit of peas and then get bags. But why? They're taking your money after that. So in my head, I always had the thing of, I need to be legit. If I'm not legit, then I'm not doing life right. And that's not to say that people out there who are doing what they're doing in order to better themselves or try to get out of their situation, I don't know. I don't hold no kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not that they're idiots. It's more just that the environment that they've grown up in has pushed them down a certain path. But I didn't want for the environment that I grew up in to define what I could end up being later down the line. You got what I'm saying to you?
But it's interesting because me, like, I had be facts, like I was working at McDonald's, innit?
Yeah.
My McDonald's thing.
Yeah.
I did my things on the side, but these guys that doing the road thing, they were getting all the attention in like,
of course.
Females, innit?
But where are they now? Most of them are either in bin for a long time. Some of them might have even passed away, RIP, or they're just washed up.
Yeah.
So
what you said the last one, you said it. Yeah, to be honest, it's not long-term Jerry. But as a younger growing up, that was the thing back then, isn't it? Because obviously, like back in the 90s or early 20s, like 50 Cent was the thing, innit?
Yeah.
You know, everyone was like the gangster kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
And every girl, I believe, goes for that bad boy stage, innit?
Facts.
Every girl for that bad boy stage, innit?
Facts.
And even if you're really on that crud, you act crud as well, innit? Try to get.
Do you know what? I feel like even now to this day, that's still the case a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
you're drawing that.
Right.
Yeah.
You got enough man out here who are just keeping up mad stuff.
Big facts.
And the girls, some of them, hopefully they wake up one day, but a lot of them are thinking, yeah, this is the guy that I'm going to end up with. This brother who's got 5 men on his knife. Why?
He's going to church on Sunday as well.
What do you see? What do you see in my man? I don't get it. Like, I've always had conversations.
They don't think long term though, innit?
My point exactly. I always saw the road thing as a short term thing. Like, anyone who's keeping up the road thing is short term. Like, man will in the back of their head be doing whatever they're doing and have a figure. Like, this is what I'm going to make, and then I'm out. Yeah. You make that figure and you're still in. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone wants to be Scarface before you get shot.
Right. You make that figure, you're still in. Then you keep pushing. You're like, look a bit more. Then you're bagged.
Big facts. And you're in jail and someone else is beating your girl.
It's pointless.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That person who you thought was going to be your BM is now with the next man.
Big facts.
Safe. It's long. Like, that was never something in my head that I was like, that was never appealing to me, ever.
Even when like Top Way meets his rights and that?
No, because I was always into filmmaking and media. And it's very easy for me to separate reality from television. Like, what you watch on Top Way is always cool, innit? Like, Asher D and Kano are bad boy actors. Yeah. And they gas people up.
Yeah.
Like,
people gassed up.
No. I was gassed for the fact that they were able to achieve that. But it would never, like, anyone who I thought would watch that and then go and keep up badness because they've watched Top Way. Come on, man. Why? I'm sure that why did you not use that to aspire you to become something different, like an actor or somebody who's involved behind the scenes in Top Way or something else? You know what I'm saying to you? There's so many different avenues now.
No, I hear that. No, I'm cool. I'm playing devil advocate. Back then though, I'm not good at school.
Yeah.
McDonald's not really paying that much, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, I've got 2 houses, but mumsy's struggling. I've got a little sister I need to protect in it, kind of thing as well, innit? Raw, she's saying bailiffs are coming. I'm on bus. But my man down the road saying like, raw, you can make it if you fly to temptation, innit?
That's what I'm saying. It's very appealing. Very
temptation, innit?
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. That's why I said that. I understand when you're in a certain environment, circumstance can definitely dictate where you go or where you end up. But for me, I've always thought to myself, all right, cool. Let's say that was the case. Yeah. The scenario you just gave me. I need to take every other option and try and explore that before I resort to plan Z.
Okay.
Because for me, that's plan Z. Yeah, that's the last resort. If there's any other alternative that I can explore and make run, even if it means that I'm broke at the time, but I'm just making sure that I'm not doing anything that's going to, result in something bad happening to my mum or any of my family, my siblings, whatever it might be. Because that's another thing that kind of, I've watched it, yeah? And like I said, my brother's from Croydon. I've seen the stuff that they keep up over there and the stuff that he was involved in. Yeah? Big him up, he just turned 30. But when he was growing up, like, Croydon was a very serious place.
Big facts.
Very serious place.
Big facts.
And for me, observing what was going on over there, I thought, you know what? I'm seeing the mistakes he's making. I'm not going to go down that same route because I know where it leads. Like, you either end up in a situation where you're in a box or you're in another box with bars. Like, you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I hear that.
I was never involved. As in, I never wanted to be involved.
So growing up, what was you good at then? Like, you said football. Anything else you were good at?
What was I good at growing up? The whole of my mum's side of my family were in advertising and in the media.
Okay.
So I always had an eye for film. Always had an eye for... I always wanted to be in the media in some way. So, and that was never actually on camera. Never wanted to be on camera growing up. It wasn't until later down the line. This has all happened by circumstance, really. It was weird. But to answer your question, what was I good at? It was, do you know what? I would say ball was what kind of brought me to having a hobby.
Yeah, same.
Right?
Everyone's got the ball back in the day.
Everyone had that one outlet. Like, that was their outlet.
Yeah, of course.
So growing up, definitely ball. And then later on down the line, it kind of went more towards, let me understand cameras. Let me understand editing software. Let me understand what the do's and don'ts are of filmmaking. Let me understand what it is to produce something, direct something. Like, I was always intrigued by TV shows that I've watched in terms of what they had to do and what they had to put into them in order for there to be a final product. I remember watching The Wire. I'm thinking, wow, this show...
What?
Hey, blood, that show is different.
Best TV show all time. I said it's the best TV show all time.
All time, bro.
R.I.P.
Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, man.
Big
Omar,
actor.
man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P. fam.
That's my best TV show all time.
Bro.
Apart from season, I hate season 2, but I hate season 2, but
every single person says the same thing.
I hate
the docs.
Yeah, the docs and that one.
You know what? I was rewatching it the other day, and I understand why people say that.
And that.
Yeah. So I get you. I do understand that.
Best show of all time.
Best show of all time, bro. I remember watching it and thinking to myself, the amount of intricate pieces that they had to fit in to make that show work. Yeah, the casting of it,
characters,
like
the characters, perfect.
Like that. I've never watched the show and been blown away by it in the same way I did with The Wire. The Wire.
It was so bad. Like, people from my era would act like my cousin act like Chris Parlour. You would act like him, like it was, and we had a girl in the era like Snoop. It was that bad.
Yeah, no. Like, as in, seriously, it really. This is where it, like, the line between, does art imitate life or does life imitate art? Like, that's where that's the sort of show that will make you question it.
And that's what blew Idris.
Yeah.
Idris been working for years, but that's what blew Idris.
And Idris, they didn't even know that he was English.
Yeah, that's what blew him.
It's mad.
Stringer, oh, bro. Yo, I F with The Wire, man.
It's the most referenced TV show in rap, full stop.
100%.
Like,
Marlo, my name is my name.
Man,
you done Push T's? Listen, crazy.
You listen to people you listen to old rappers or rappers from that era. You hear Weebay getting referenced. You hear Avon's getting referenced.
Omar's coming.
D'Angelo. Yo,
are you crazy?
Listen, that show, crazy. If you haven't, I implore you.
I'm so happy they didn't do a spin-off, but don't ruin it.
No.
Don't ruin it.
Don't leave it. Yeah, leave it where it is.
Yeah, leave it where it is, man. Just let people embrace it.
Even Michael B. Jordan's first proper role as
That's
well.
what I'm saying.
Fam.
That's what I'm saying. But
different. And
okay, The Wire sparked it. Yeah.
Okay, listen, like, there's many things, to be fair, but like The Wire, I just remember thinking, watching that and thinking, nah, I need to work out why this is so good. This is so good. Like, why do I like it? Because the episodes are like an hour long. Yeah. And usually if it's over 40 minutes, it's got to be really good in order for me to keep watching it. An hour long, and I'm banging out 4 in the night. That's 4 hours I'm like putting into watching this one show. Why is it so? From an early age, I was into it and interested in what the ins and outs of a film production were. And I didn't end up going down that route, but I always knew I wanted to be involved in the media in some way. That's kind of how I got into it.
So what do you study at college in that then?
Didn't got the college. Yeah, well, I did sixth form, innit?
Okay.
I did sixth form. I did media studies. I did religious studies.
Ori?
Yeah. So
you did Ori?
Yeah.
No, because I went Catholic school there. I hated it, innit?
Is it?
Yeah, man, I hated it, man.
Do you know what? It was more, it wasn't necessarily religious study, it was more philosophy.
Okay.
That was the name of it, but it was more religious studies than it was philosophy. So
well, now you did that, do you have any like things about the Bible you question and stuff like that, like the holy books and religion then?
Well, it's interesting, right? My mum, I'll give you insight. So my mum is actually a minister of religion. Yeah, she's a pastor.
Okay.
So, but she is not your typical pastor. Yeah, she got blackballed by the church for some of the things that she believed in. And when, like, if I was to, I could be here all night telling you about that. I won't.
No.
But she kind of opened my eyes to the fact that religion and faith are two very different things. Religion is an institution. The church and Christianity seems to me like an institution rather than a religion, just because of the way that I observed her experiences working within that institution. So I wouldn't necessarily call myself religious, but I'd say I'm spiritual. I believe that there's a higher power. I don't think we're here for no reason. And I don't think that this is all a coincidence. Having said that, though, I think for most people, it's a comfort. Like, religion's a comfort. You know what I'm saying to you? You might believe in something, you might have something that you're always looking to for a bit of guidance. And that's, if that works for you, wicked. Like, that's amazing. But my mum, luckily, she never forced me to believe nothing, even though she was like a big believer in it.
See, I was the opposite. That's why I rebel so much about religion.
Is it?
Yeah, I was forced to go to church. I don't think no one should be forced to go to I think you should find God yourself in it.
Yeah.
That's why people in jail, they appreciate more because they find Jesus. And
Yeah.
that's what they like to. But when you're forced into it, rebel in it.
Yeah.
So I was forced to go to church. Like, I went Baptist church, but I went Catholic school.
Okay.
Even that's a bit mixed up there. Even as you, like, we talk about it as well, innit?
Yeah.
And then obviously, there's things about the Bible I question all the time, innit? Like, why are females in the Bible portrayed in a certain way? Like, Samson, he's messed up because of female. Adam was messed up because of Eve. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, even the prostitute as well, messed up, innit?
You see, this is the thing. I feel like you can read the Bible and you can read, to be fair, any scripture from any religion and take from it what you want. Like, it's all so open for interpretation that regardless of what religion it is that you're subscribing to, you can take from it different things. That's why you've got fundamentals in certain religions, or fundamentalists who believe that you've got to follow the book by the letter and to the law, even though this was a book that was written 4,000 years ago, whatever it might have been. Yeah, that's like that's where for me there can be not necessarily problems, but I can see why people hold a certain level of frustration towards that. Especially me being somebody who's observed it firsthand. Like, I've seen what that religion did to my mum, innit? So let me not say religion, let me say that denomination did to my mum. But yeah, man, I think that, again, like I said, the Bible is always open for interpretation. However you want to read something is how you will read it. That's always the way I look at it still.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Sav, the drinks are getting to me, so the question is fly out now. Yeah. So what country are your family from then?
So my dad's Jamaican.
Okay.
And my mum's English.
Okay.
And like 5th generation Londoner. Been in London for time, my family on my mum's side.
Been Jamaica yet?
I ain't been Jamaica yet, you know.
Okay.
Always wanted to go.
I want to go as well.
Yeah. Always wanted to go.
That's my weakness, you know. That's my kryptonite.
What, Jamaican gal?
Kryptonite, man. Tell you, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I go to trial, I don't feel come back, you know.
Nah.
Don't feel come back. It's my kryptonite. Every time I meet a Jamaican girl, it's a rap, you know.
Why?
What accent?
What is it about Jamaica?
They start dancing as well.
The dance is serious, isn't it?
They act stushing it, but they're not stush as well. The attitude.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it's like a kryptonite. I don't know. I seriously don't know what it is, innit? That's my kryptonite, innit?
I hear it, man.
Me from Spanish town. Okay, I'm interested. Keep talking.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things on my bucket list. Not even bucket list, but just to-do list. Like, need to make it out there. That's my heritage. It's part of my heritage, isn't it? Just never been. I was supposed to go a few years back. It just didn't happen, but yeah, definitely need to make it out there at some point still.
So how do you cope during lockdown then, man?
Like I said, I'm a lone wolf. It didn't really affect me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like,
okay.
If anything, I quite enjoyed not having social obligations that I would normally need to go to. Like, imagine somebody shouts, "Yeah, I've got this birthday," or I'm like, yeah, I guess I got to go in it. Lockdown, I can't do nothing. Oh, sorry, bro, COVID. You get what I'm saying to you? That's it. Sorry, bro, COVID. Like
2 meters.
Social distancing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to be that anti guy, but it gave me an excuse. So, but I saw it affect a lot of people. Like, enough people that I know were struggling mentally because of the fact that, you know, can't see nobody. Jobs were a problem at the time. A lot of people were getting made redundant.
Big facts.
But for me, if I'm completely honest, my bro, loved it.
It's cushy, yeah?
Loved it. Because I just kind of, not just, but that year, I just moved into my first, like, spot on my own, innit?
Okay.
And when I said I'd moved out before when I was young, when I was like 19, but like got on the property ladder. You get what I'm saying to you?
Congratulations, well done, man.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, my bro.
So if you need to, after tonight, well, before we leave, you give some advice on how you did that as well, because I know some people struggling on the property ladder kind of thing.
I hear it, man. Yeah, no, but it's a learning curve, bro. Big learning curve.
I wasn't taught that either. Never taught that.
No, but this is the thing. Like when you're in school, you don't get taught them things because.
But why not though? I don't understand that. Why not?
Because it doesn't benefit them. It doesn't benefit them to teach you that. It benefits them to teach you the curriculum so that they can mark you. Because a lot of people who, like, you know what's funny? Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about handball. Yeah, I want to know about the property ladder. You care about handball? I don't care about handball.
Bro, forget about that. I can't tell you if I've ever in my life used Pythagoras.
That's what I'm saying, innit?
Have you ever used that, bro?
No, I don't care about pi and that. I don't care about that.
Right. Like sin, cos, tan. I don't care. I need to know how to make bread.
Mortgage, tax. I want to know about that, innit?
I want to know about life. I don't care about like triangles. What's an isosceles triangle, fam? I care about that, bro. Teach me how to get a mortgage.
That's what I'm
you know what I'm saying? Teach me how to start my own business.
Away from bailiffs. Debt protection.
I've never understood the curriculum.
Credit, yeah.
It's a joke thing. But this is the thing, like, it doesn't necessarily benefit them because then you get a whole generation of people who are open, woke. They don't want that. Yeah, you get a whole generation of people who know how to get a mortgage and know what credit means and know what this and tax and You get a whole heap of people that are ready to take down the establishment.
Big facts.
That's not what they want. You know what I'm saying to you? So of course they're not going to teach people how to do certain things.
Even Black history was a really Black history for me, innit?
Let's not even talk about Black. You see that whole concept is alien to me. You're gonna demote Black history to a month of the year. Huh? What do you mean? So that's all my history is worth is a month, yeah? That don't make sense.
I think that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
So yeah, man. But nah, like I said, because of the fact that I moved out during that year, own space, I was loving it. I can't lie to you.
House parties.
No, as in, but this is what I'm saying. No, but as in, like, I loved just being on my ones. Like I said to you, my long move, I don't really enjoy people being in my space. So unless you're my close one, you don't know where I live or where I lay my head. It's not going to be the case. Like, I just want to be able to go home to my spot, not have to worry. Sometimes it's just a do not disturb thing, slap on a TV show, slap on the PS5, whatever it might be. You get what I'm saying? And just live my life. I don't really feel the need all the time to talk to people, but that's just the way I am. I know a lot of other people who aren't inclined like me. Like they're the sort of people who they are really dependent on other people in order to prop up their mental health. And that's fair enough. If that's the way you deal with it, that's the way you deal with it. You know what I'm saying to you? So.
And then it's a TV show. When they get to the game right now, it's called You Decide, yeah? So basically there's some names in the pot, yeah? You take a sip, take the name out, take another sip, take another name out, and decide which one's better, isn't it?
Okay.
This is Black TV shows, isn't it?
Cool.
So yeah, so take a sip, take one name out the pot.
Cool.
And take another sip, take another name out, and then you decide which one's better, man. Tipsy
Cool.
Talk, Wavy Wednesday.
I said Tipsy Talk, you try and get me wavy.
So, Sam, what have you got first, man?
First one up on the board. Sister.
Okay, so take another sip.
Okay.
And then take another name, and then choose which one's better.
Next one on the list. Moesha? I don't know this one. Moesha. I don't know that
Brandy.
one. I don't know that one, you know.
Never heard of Moesha?
Nah.
You never heard of...
No, I can't say I have. So I know Sister. Coach.
I guess sister wins, then.
I guess that one wins, innit? Yeah.
Put to the side, take another sip and take two others, innit?
Say nothing.
Moesha, you never Moesha? Oh, you got Netflix, innit?
I'm going to be crucified for that one.
100% you're going to get crucified. Don't worry about that.
This one, Boondocks. Ooh, it's a big show still. Next one. Jay, Madman. I don't even know how I'm going to decipher this one, boy.
Which one's this one?
My Wife and Kids.
Hey!
This is a tough choice.
Boondocks and Wife and Kids. Hey!
That's tough, bro. I'm going to have to say My Wife and Kids.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Brother. that show, in my opinion, was the only show when I was growing up that was rivaling Fresh Prince.
That's a massive statement, you know.
No, but because that's the amount of enjoyment man used to get from watching that show. Like, and don't get me wrong, Fresh Prince was serious. Like, I used to love Fresh Prince. And still to this day, I know Will was kind of tainting his legacy a little bit with the way he's keeping.
Yo, I'm mad at Jada, you know. I'm mad at Jada for his nonsense, you know. Like, do you know who Will Smith is? Mr. Independence Day. The guy used to fight aliens and that.
Listen, he's rubbing him out. She's trying to rub him out.
He must hate the month of August, you know.
He must hate it. Must hate it. Like,
you man are killing my guy, Will.
Genuinely, like,
Mr. Summertime, Will Smith, Mr. Miami.
Like, do you know what's crazy? Yeah, like he kind of had what's what I'm looking for. He had a spot cemented.
Big facts.
Yeah, and he had his legacy locked.
Big facts.
Yeah, but what is happening now with his relationship and how public and open they are with the stuff that they're talking about? Yeah, it makes me wonder. By the time he retires, and by the time he is all said and done in his industry, are people going to still look at him the same way? I don't think they will.
You know what's hurt me more? Because I'm a big Tupac fan. And because she keeps mentioning Tupac here, it's making me like, well, that's what's hurting me, you know. And this is Will Smith, you know, you dumb.
Like, he's a legend, bro.
Mr. Dun, 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 dun.
Bro.
Dun, 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 dun,
Genuinely. It's not like, but this is the thing. I was even talking about this the other day. Like, when you look at Will Smith's body of work, there's very few people who can like line up. If there was an actor versus,
big facts.
Yeah. There's not many other black actors.
Especially for rap.
Right.
Big facts.
There's not many other black actors who can go against Will Smith. You get what I'm saying?
Independence Day. Men in Black.
I Am Legend.
Big facts.
iRobot.
Oh my, that's what I'm saying. What about iRobot?
He's too cold. Like, his body of work is crazy. He's got this new thing coming out. What's it called? King Richard.
Yeah, King Richard
with the Venus Williams and listen, like he's different with it. But Jada trying to rub him out.
Me, I would have said shut that red table talk from day one. Done that, you dumb, you crazy. What? You dumb. Jada, you sit off, girl, you dumb. Compared to Mr. Independence Day. Guys, get shut down. Shut down productions, gone down. You keep your mouth shut. Tupac's gone now, you keep your mouth shut.
It's a shame the way that it's gone. But you know what? Yeah, he actually said something the other day. We was talking about relationship at the start, yeah. He said something the other day that it resonated with me. We were talking about mental health as well. He said, it's not on me to make Jada happy, and it's not on Jada to make me happy. It's on me to make me happy, and it's on Jada to make Jada happy. Then we come together and make each other happier. Now, if more people thought that way, then less people would feel like they were reliant on their partner to keep them happy in a relationship. Because mental health is a serious, serious thing. And if you're trying to lean on somebody to make your mental health better, and you're not taking the steps that you actually need to take yourself to make yourself better, it's doomed still.
So she's banging out August. It's not Drake or Chris Brown, it's freaking August. You dumb. August. At least Bang Solace had 2 hits in the This is August. You dumb.
She was kissing all up on his tattoos, boy.
August.
You know that tune, did it?
August. No, I'm Will Smith. I'm shutting this down. No, I'm getting calm to you as well. No, I'm having this now.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
But yo, take another sip. Take 2 other sitcoms.
Say nothing.
Let's see what's going on.
What's this thing here now? What's this one? Blackish. Okay. Okay. Next one. Just mentioned it, Fresh Prince, and like, there's no comparison.
That's my number one.
Yeah, there's no comparison. Fresh Prince wins all day of the week.
R.I.P. Uncle Phil, man.
Oh, James Avery.
And I don't think
legend.
This is a wild thing. I don't think nothing can top that scene with when Will starts crying.
Brother,
nothing will top that scene.
And you know what? Like, obviously, like I was saying at the beginning, that scene resonates with me differently.
And I grew up with my dad as well. I grew up with my dad, but that scene still hits.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't watch that scene still. Because man, you're not gonna make me cry, fam. It's not gonna. Yeah. Don't make me like, because that scene is powerful. Powerful.
That's why I get onto Jada. Are you dumb? You couldn't do a scene like that. Are you dumb?
Like, it's crazy, and this is why it's upsetting, because I don't think that when all is said and done, the younger generation are only gonna know Will Smith for being a quote unquote sideman or a simp. You know what I'm saying to you? Because of the way that he carries on with Jada. That's all they like. They didn't grow up with man being like the biggest guy. He was the guy.
He fam.
He is the guy still to me, innit?
Getting jiggy with nah. He's
the guy, innit?
Getting jiggy with hey, Ali. I forgot about he did Ali as well.
£7. Pursuit of Happiness.
Hitch.
Hey, nah. Cold.
No, but no, Fresh Prince was number 1 as well. That's one of the most.
Fresh Prince is number 1. Like, nothing beats it.
I was too young for Cosby Show. That's why I was too young for Cosby.
I'm glad I was too young for it, because I feel like if I'd watched that show growing up, and I loved and adored it, when it came out, what happened with him and whatever, it would have tainted that for me. You get what I'm saying to you? So I didn't really know nothing about the show, which is why when it came out, obviously I knew who Bill Cosby was, but it didn't hit me like that because, again, I didn't watch him growing up. It was My Wife and Kids and it was Fresh Prince.
Big facts,
That's it. You know what I'm saying to you?
I think there's 2 more, as well.
There are 2 more in there. So I'm a bit more juicy. I'm running out of juice. You see what Jay's doing? The God.
Hey, Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesday, champagne conversation. Well, there's no champagne, but here we go.
There's one more. There's only one still.
There's only one there.
But what is it? Oh, Keenan and Kel.
That was my show still, you know.
Big show, but I can't lie, it's still not touching Fresh Prince.
No, of course not.
None of them are touching Fresh Prince.
You know what I like about Fresh Prince as well? They did the anniversary thing.
Yeah,
and squashed it with the mum.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
That is growth.
There was so many, and that's why I enjoyed the show in it, because it was not just a comedy, but it really touched on real life situations that affect people on a day to day.
And notice that a lot of people didn't have a rich uncle.
No.
They were like, what if that already?
Yeah.
Thing as well, innit?
Yeah, facts. And it was funny as well, like, everyone used to boy Carlton, but he was a very important character in that show.
Big facts. Legendary character.
Yeah.
That whole dance, everything, innit?
Listen.
But my guy was Jazz. My guy was Jazz. That's because I was like Jazz. I used to go to my friends, like my rich friends' houses, kind of thing, innit? And like, it's like, bro, you don't living like this kind of thing, innit?
And he was just there for vibes. He was just there for vibes.
Oh,
yeah, he was just there for vibes, man.
Big facts, man. And all the men, and then if you look back now, all the actors that were like female actors that are on Fresh Prince, you see the one else. Viv Fox was in there. Jasmine Guy was there.
Nia
Naomi
Long.
Campbell. Yeah, Nia Long, innit?
Nia Long, man.
That's
different.
That's your number 1, yeah? That's what I asked you.
Nia Long. This one's difficult. Now? Or growing up, it was a shanty.
Is it?
Yeah, you mad?
Look at her now, yeah?
Coach Carter, fam. Lord.
Her now?
Yeah, now is even more. Even more like, wow, bro. She's unbelievable.
Mine's Regina Hall, man.
But that's a good one. I can't
But
lie.
I don't like to go for the bait ones that everyone says, innit? That's why, innit? Everyone says, yeah, no, I don't like that. I like Regina Hall, man.
I hear it. But even me, I had the low-key ones, like the mum from My Wife and Kids. Calm. What was her name? Trisha Campbell.
Back, mum.
Listen.
Body.
Serious.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at this. Yo, she was serious.
Cool. What about UK?
UK?
Yeah.
I can't lie, I didn't really have a UK crush growing up.
Well, what about now? Like, who are you feeling right now in the UK? Female.
Everyone always says debate ones, innit? Because there was some debate like Messi and Ronaldo between Georgia and Maya, which I found odd. Let them both be leng, innit?
Mine's Zizi, man.
Zizi Mills. No, large up Zizi, you get me?
I could get with a big mouth like that, man. I'll shut that shit down, you dumb.
Man said he likes girls with big mouths.
Yeah, I'll shut that down, man.
Nah, Zizi's very, very beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Zizi's very beautiful. I think there's very many beautiful women in the scene.
That's what I'm saying, big facts.
But I can't. I don't have a crush. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I find that kind of childish. But there's very attractive women out there who look at me like, you know what? You're very beautiful. Yeah, I would never really go out of my way to like. That's another thing that I find quite cringe as well. Like, you know, when somebody idolizes somebody so much and they almost make it like their life's obsession to try and track that person down, and that's mad. That's mad to me. But I observe and appreciate from afar. You know what I'm saying to you?
It's the top music, man. Who you feeling right now in the music scene, man?
Who am I not feeling, bro? I love where the scene is. You get what I'm saying? I love where the scene is. Pot of Paper right now is top 3 in the UK rappers. Yeah.
But active or all time?
Ooh. Personal preference, I'd put him in my top 5 of all time. But that's my personal preference, yeah. But that's just because I love his story. Like, just love to see the progression from where he is now and where he's coming from. Love to see that. But genuinely, because I'm a fan of the scene. Like, I'm a fan of the scene. Everybody in the UK that I grew up listening to, I take note of what they're doing right now. So, for example, Squeak came out of jail not long ago. Love what he's doing since he's come out. But bro, I'm just a fan of the scene. Like, I love seeing how healthy the scene is right now. It's just in a good place. Everyone's making bread. Like everyone is actually doing well. Like there was a time like 10, 15 years ago where it felt as if there was a spot for one man to be the guy.
Big facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Dizzy was there, kind of.
And
Kano was there.
Right. And now we dominate the scene.
Big facts.
Like we dominate radio, we dominate this and we dominate that. And real talk is beautiful to see it. Because I've been a fan from a long time. I was a grime fan. And
so growing up, who's your guy then growing up there, man?
Oh, my guy growing up. Loved Kano.
Okay.
But Gets
was the guy, yeah?
Gets was like,
is it?
Because I was a grime head, innit? And for me, Gets.
I don't really get Gets, you know. People don't really say Gets to me, man.
Nah, but bro, do you know why? Because I'm a big fan of energy. And he brings mad energy to tracks. Like, I can genuinely listen to Gets the whole day, yeah? Because number one, he's just, if you want to get gassed, you get Gets on, I'm good. I can do bare reps in the gym, yeah? Yo, Gets is that guy, you get me? But he's also like kind of versatile nowadays. Growing up, he was kind of a one-trick pony, but he started being more versatile the longer you listen to him. And yeah, man, Gets definitely growing up. Love Mike GLC.
Oh my gosh, top 5.
Mike
Don't
GLC.
get enough praise, man. I feel sorry for him. Don't get enough praise.
No,
man.
don't get enough praise.
Don't get enough.
Mike,
top 5.
Yeah,
Mike
as in like if somebody said who's one of your favorite rappers from the UK and like rappers, yeah, Mike GLC.
Top 5 in UK rappers.
Cold. And again, it's sad that a lot of people, I'll say that name and they don't even know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying to you? And it's a shame.
He's good at acting. I don't know if you remember
Dub Plate Drama, cold. But this is what I'm saying. He's very talented brother.
But I think some of them were ahead of the time. Like,
definitely.
Like Spray's my favorite all time, innit?
Young Spray.
Yeah, but I think he was
cold,
ahead of his time. But again, controversial as well, isn't it? So then stuff like that. I guess me growing up, I was a Titch fan.
Yeah, Crazy Titch.
1-on-1.
He was a.
When you talk about energy, that was Titch the guy. Bro. Especially when I saw him get a hat with these in the DVD. But that's Titch, man.
Yeah. I remember like watching it. He clashed Bruiser on all the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bruiser, I used to love Bruiser. It's just different, innit?
Yeah, different. He had a different kind of vibe.
I just like different.
100%.
Get me.
Yeah.
Bruiser, get me.
And again, he kind of like that era of grime. You needed to have something different.
Big facts.
Because if you sounded like a next man, everyone's gonna see your biting man's flow.
Especially on the same tunes and that.
Yo,
like 10 man on the same tune.
That's what I'm saying. You can't sound the same as anyone. You have to have something different. So you listen to Pow. How many man is on that track? Bear man. Oh, I've spilled the thing. Bear man are on that track, but they all sound different. Young Tissue.
I haven't you got Tissue.
Nah. Luckily they go no electricals.
No. But again, Pow, again, legendary song.
Yeah.
But even from the get-go, from the fuming, you're barking up the wrong tree. Spotlights on me. Style on the few. How on the mute? How you gonna bust if there's no route? What? And DW goes, what do you know? Ooh, yeah, no.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you had to have something different.
But that's why I don't really like music these days, because everyone's sounding the same though, man.
Do you think that?
To a certain extent, and then everyone's wearing masks as well, so I don't know who's who kind of thing to well. That's why my favorite young boy right now is Millions.
I like Millions. Very unique flow.
Different.
Very unique flow.
And it's from Birmingham as well, so they even have to work even harder outside of London.
Yeah. Very unique flow still. Even, do you know what? Speaking of unique flows, Meeks.
Manny Meeks, yep. I think Manny Meeks is hard as well. I like Manny Meeks. Yeah,
very unique flow.
I do like Manny Meeks as well.
And like just his vibe, he comes on a different vibe. Like his visuals are crazy. Have you watched his videos? Some of his videos are mad, bro. Like he put out a video not long ago called "Respect the Come Up." Yeah, man's flying around in a helicopter above London. I ain't seen a video like that before. Man was in a like can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, he's in a tank. Doing a mad thing. Like his visuals match his music in terms of the quality. I always believed that was a big deal, especially when you're on your come up. I think that's part of the reason why Mist blew in the way that he did, because
I like Mist.
Because with Mist, like you watch his videos, there was always quality videos, and it was always different to what was happening in the scene. Like he was kind of one of the first brothers to do the Dubai thing, do the Snow Huskies thing. Like he was a serious guy when it comes to the visuals. He knew that having a good video is going to propel the tune further than what it might do if the video was meaty. So
who would you say is underrated in the UK? In your opinion?
Underrated. Underrated. Obviously, Mike. We just touched on Mike JLC, but KO.
Okay.
You know KO? He's from the 98s.
Okay.
Have you heard of V9?
Yeah, heard of V9.
Okay, cool. So like, there's a collective from an area of Hackney. They're called the 98s. You got like KO, you got Billy Billions in there, you got V9, I'm gonna forget a few. Got Unknown T.
Okay.
Got a few different people in that collective, but KO for me, he's a wordsmith, but on drill. Like he's almost like a poet, but on drill. And it's refreshing because there's not many lyricists in the drill scene. It's very not rinse and repeat lyrics, but like you say, people sound the same. And because people sound the same, you end up tuning out. It's like I feel like I've heard this tune before, even though it came out today. With KO, it's substance every time. It's content. It's interesting to me. But yeah, I'd say KO's underrated. Who else is underrated? There's bare man are underrated, to be fair. But you know what? My answer is always Mike GLC when somebody says who's underrated, because so few people know about him. But I'm trying to think, who would you say is underrated?
In the UK, all time?
UK, not all time, but just now or whenever.
I think Jay Spades was underrated. I used to like Jay Spades.
Okay.
I like Jay Spades. Again,
why is he never mentioned now?
Because that's UK rap, isn't it?
Yeah, but why don't people mention him?
But again, that's why I'm upset with these guys like RD and H, because them and blow. But you had guys like Jay Spades, you had guys like
Klasnikov.
Yeah. Even Low Key was hardest.
Low Key
can spit as well. You know what? Yeah, I think Chip's underrated.
That's a good answer.
Don't play with Chip.
No, Chip
Please
is definitely.
do not play with Chip yet. I'm not really a fan of the name of that rubbish here, but yo, when you spend that petrol station, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Do not play with Chip, yeah.
No, I'll give you that still. Chip's underrated.
I think Chip is underrated, you know.
Because like genuinely, there's not many people that can continue to operate at the level that he has.
Big facts. He's lyrical as well.
And also the longevity.
He's lyrical.
Man started when he was like 15, 16 years old, and he's still relevant now.
Because me and my friends, we used to debate like him and Titi Stride, innit? Like I was always a Chip fan, innit?
Yeah.
I know Titi Stride has like commercial hits and that, yeah, but I was always a Chip fan.
Same, even from Who Are You days, yeah?
Yeah.
That was my guy.
Chip fan. I think Dappy's underrated as well.
Dappy is one of the most talented people to come out of the UK.
Big facts.
Most talented.
But I don't think he'll be big as Ndubs was though. Like
nah.
Solo, I don't think he was bigger than Ndubs though.
Nah, I think that's also partly because of the controversy that circulates his name a lot as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of negative connotations when it comes to the brand of Dappy, innit? And rightly or wrongly, I don't really know the ins and outs of any situation that he's been in, but you can't take away a man's talent. My man is talented.
Yeah, he's talented.
Yeah. So that's a good shout actually.
And then I think there's some people out there, they've got like legendary songs that don't get appreciated.
Such as?
Swiss Cry's legendary.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of people into it.
Bashy Blackboy is
Bashy
Blackboy. He's good at acting, but like Black Boys is a legendary song. You not tell me I'm not hearing no arguments. That's a legendary song, innit?
But anyone who has heard that song knows anyway.
Yeah, it's a legendary song.
That's
even I think Talented My Wife Rhythm is a legendary song in my eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, but to be fair, all of those rhythms that you've mentioned there, all of those tunes, I think they get their flowers to an extent. But I think there are some people out there who don't get their flowers at all. That's why I found it interesting when you said Jay Spades. I feel like Jay Spades is one person who don't really get mentioned when it comes to people who have founded the scene in which many people operate now.
My cats don't eat nice. Niggas know where I come from. East side of that London.
Blood. Triple MP, 1 to 4, however many he's done.
I think even Blade Brown's underrated to a certain extent as well. Underrated to a certain extent as well.
Yeah, man.
He had a momentum. He had a moment at one point.
Yeah. Enough, man. Like, I love Tiny Boost.
Yeah, like at one point as well, I'm from South, so even like the Roadside G's had a moment as well.
Blood.
They had a moment as well.
You know what? But this is the thing. All of them, again, like I said, because I'm a fan of the scene, like listening to Den, RA, like, all these men, when I'm growing up, like these men were the people that I really tuned in on. But you can't necessarily always have, like, you're one of the first people I've had a conversation with where I've said the name Mike GLC and they said, oh, cold. Enough people don't even know about his bodies of work.
What? Hey.
No, bro, I'm being serious though.
Listen to his Pound Cake, bro. It'll make you cry, bro.
Fam, his Pound Cake.
Sit in the box, hearing that your mum died. I don't need to imagine. That's my life. You crazy.
Different,
Mike,
bro.
Hey, no, I need
as
to
in,
go
like,
back and
his tune, Mother. That song there, if that don't give you goosebumps, then you're not human, bro. Like when he talks about busting the church door and sitting there was my auntie. And then he talks about walking over to her and her saying, your mother's just passed, B. Blood. And you just thought, he's saying about, like I was in a cell thinking, do you know what? Me and my mum weren't on good terms. I'm going to come out and just start clean. Yeah. And then you get told that she's just dead. Nah, fam. Like the way he tells his stories is mad. Mad.
And not music, but I think even a legendary person, like I think you lot need to put Asher D as well, from legendary person.
Asher D,
legendary person.
Rap man. Let's just give Rap man his flowers.
I didn't really like Blue Stories, but I messed with Shiro though. I didn't like Blue Stories.
Why not? It was just the story itself or the way they portrayed it, or
I didn't like this. You know, for me, I think Shadow Story it sent a high bar for a minute. That's for me personally, it sent a high bar for a minute, and then Blue Story, it just went.
Didn't hit the same.
And then me, I grew up in kidhood. I don't think there's a UK film better than kidhood. Still.
For real?
Still don't think
Bullet Boy.
Nah. But I do like Bullet Boy. But I don't think kidhood. Because I went to college when kidhood came out, so that was my age. That was your era. So I could understand fully in it.
Yeah. Now, kidhood was a moment in time.
100%.
Even adulthood, that can't lie. No Clark. Like, again,
I know he's going through right now.
I know what he's going through.
But you still have to, like,
but you can't take away the fact that he was talented at what he was able to achieve. Like, and whatever he's going through, cool. I don't know the ins and outs. Can't say whatever. Man, them say there's no smoke without fire. Cool, whatever. But those two films, like, they were a moment in time. Kidhood and adulthood.
So in terms of films or TV series, what would you like to see in the UK then?
In terms of stuff that hasn't already existed.
Okay.
It's tough, man, because I feel like in the UK, we're constantly trying to prove to ourselves and to other people that we have hood culture. And what I mean by that is, you speak to enough Americans and it's only within a recent period of time that they understand there's, like we said, that there's even black people that live here. And I feel like sometimes somebody will say, do you know what? Americans need to hear this music, which is just talking about badness, so that they know we're on badness. But show them the people who are seriously talented. Little Sims is one of the most talented people in this country. If an American comes to me and said, I want to hear rappers from your country, Little Sims is one of the people that I'm showing them.
Is he?
Yeah, because I feel like some of our female rappers are really underrated.
Big facts.
Like, we want to talk about underrated people. Shabo. You want to talk about...
I don't think he's Queen of South, though.
You don't think Queen of South?
No.
Who's Queen of South?
Nole. It's not even debatable.
Okay.
It's not even debatable.
You're from South, bro. You know better than me, fam.
But no, I hear what you're saying about female rappers again. That I think Nole is hard as well. That's why I rate Estelle. Estelle went to America. She did right, innit?
Yeah.
People don't know about Amber Broza from Floetry. She's UK. George Smith had to go to America. I think Angel's gone to America now as well. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of upset with the UK R&B scene, innit? To a certain extent. I know Western is still doing the thing. Like Haley, I think he's a star. Like
Hailey is serious, man.
He's a star.
Differently talented.
He's a star, innit?
Everything he touches turns to gold.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
He's a star, innit?
Yeah.
But again, the UK R&B scene is not really appreciated like that. I don't know why. I don't even got an X Factor to the blow. I don't know what it is, innit?
But I don't think that there's an appetite for UK R&B in this country. There's an appetite for R&B from America. But even nowadays, you look at the American people that are making R&B, it's not the R&B that you'd consider not traditional R&B, but like it's a different hybrid. And that's fair enough, because obviously music evolves, it changes over time. But name a UK R&B artist who blew. I can't think of one. Like Lamar was good, like
50-50.
Right. but like Craig David was more of a garage MC. Not garage MC, but he did like
No, he was a American flop. Not even American flop, you know, but he's a legend though.
Craig David's a legend. Legend.
It's not even debatable.
But there's slim pickings when it comes to UK people who made it in R&B. So I don't think that there's an appetite here for it like that.
Yeah. No, he was thinking you had Alexander Burke, Leona Lewis.
Again, it's not like what they were able to achieve was amazing. Don't get me wrong, Leona Lewis, both of them, Alexander Burke, amazing what they achieved. But you can't really compare them to anybody from the US because it's just not the same level. It would be unfair. It would be unfair to compare them. And that's not to say that people who are making UK R&B aren't doing their thing. I just don't think that there's an appetite for it like that. And that's just the culture we live in, isn't it? People want to hear drill, rap. People want to hear that kind of thing. You get me? That's what. Why do you think Tion and Russ were able to get a number one? It's because that's the sound.
I actually rate Russ, you know.
Oh, Russ is that.
He's found the formula.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it, but I think he's found the formula.
Same as Tion. They found a formula, bro. And it's working for them. You can't judge a man for continuing to do something if it's working. If it ain't broke, you don't fix that.
So you get overrated to you then?
Oh, I don't like to say anyone's overrated, bro.
You don't think so?
No, because when people say RD and H and like, I hear what you're saying because you want to see somebody else who you think has more talent than them in the position that they're in. But I think H is a cold spitter.
No.
You don't think so?
Not better than Benny Blacks.
Whether he's better than him or not, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't matter.
Again, the only reason I rate them because they're from out of London and they have to work even harder. That's why I rate them, isn't it? Like again, I think everyone needs to respect Bugsy Malone. What he's done,
Bugsy, cold.
Flowers ASAP.
Yeah, big time. Like he's the biggest. Well,
no, you probably would say that. You probably could say that.
You can't know. You can't say that he's the biggest Manny artist anymore because of H. You can't say it. H is.
But I have a problem with that though because Bugsy opened the door for him and he had a legendary battle with Chip and I think he held his own against Chip.
Yeah, him and Bugsy, Chip and Bugsy, gave us a moment in time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see that being rivaled again.
You don't think so?
Nah, because I don't think that people are nowadays inclined that way. I don't think people want to battle. I don't think people want to do the competitiveness. Everybody wants to be friends.
Yeah, that's why I hate it.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't think we'll get another moment like that because everybody wants to be cordial. Everyone wants to be cool with each other. And because of that, things like Bugsy and Chip or Chip and Young'un, it's always Chip. Chip and someone. Yeah, Chip, it's always Chip.
Put some respect to. We need a Chip Appreciation Day in the UK.
Yeah.
One day in the year, Chip Appreciation Day, man.
100%. That guy is a legend in the UK.
Big facts.
Again, as somebody who tried to make it in the US, it didn't quite work out for him. But
again, you signed up to T at one point.
That's what I'm saying. And I think if he was to, in fact, I can't even say it didn't work out for him because he did stuff over there that, made him a lot of bread. But I think if you was to ask him, I'd be interested to know whether he said he was a success in the US or if he was, if he wanted to achieve more. And that would be interesting to know. But nah, Chip, serious spitter, number one. And also just a serious entertainer. He's brought us so many entertaining periods of time. Like when he was going back and forth with Bugsy, that was one of the most entertaining period of times in our scene in a long time. And that was really all off the back of him going for Tiny. Like he was just going at everyone, bro.
I like that.
I love that.
I like that, man.
Just be competitive. But he came up in that era of grime where it was okay to just go for man. Like if you're in my scene, then you're a potential target. That's the era that he came up on. Like the F radio days.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm going to radio with my brethren. I'm going to talk about you. Bam.
Right.
And if you come back to me, I'm come back the next day and say,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you, like, during them periods of time in the grime industry, yeah, if you got sent for, you have to send back that day or you lose.
Big fact.
That's it.
That's why I hate the social media era.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to jump on Clubhouse, talk rubbish, and it's going to be squashed from there, innit? I hate that. Or there's one tweet and it's there. It's done. I hate that with passion.
It's dead. It's very dead.
That's why I do love the verses battle. To some extent.
I do like them as well.
That's what I do like.
But they're very friendly as well, you know what I'm saying to you?
But the D block versus the
love that. Yeah.
You saw the competitive though, innit?
Yeah, but they're brothers, innit? Like,
but you saw the competitive
though.
You saw it though, innit?
Yeah. Nah, they was really involved.
That's the UK one.
I would love to see a UK versus. It would have to be competitive. You couldn't put somebody up against someone with an extensive catalogue who I feel like, for example, it would be hard for somebody to go against Gigs.
I say Nasty Crew versus Roddy. That's what I like to see.
I would. Yeah, I mean, it would never happen.
I know, and it's fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah, it would never happen.
That's why I like to see, like Crazy versus Dizzy. I would like to see that in it.
Yeah.
And then like they come together, like
Yeah. It would, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Even just to not, they've already squashed it, but Bugsy and Chip, that would be cool.
Yeah. Of course.
Like if they're just going for 10 for 10, that would be cool. There's many. Like I'm more of a guy that likes the old school generation, so like your K Cokes and your people like that.
Again, another guy I think like
doesn't get his flowers.
Big facts.
Yeah, doesn't get his flowers.
At one point.
Crazy. And again, I feel like if you didn't go bin, you didn't get bagged for what you got bagged for. We could have seen the first guy to really blow in the US. But yeah, I don't know, man. But when you say, to answer your question, I can't really give you an answer with who's too overrated, right? Because when I look at RD, I see a kid who he's just doing what he needs to do in order to get to where he wants to get to, right? He's got the right management around him. He's making tunes that he knows are going to blow for TikTok. He also knows he's making tunes that are good for the charts. They're clean enough for the charts. I feel like people who are slandering him are only doing it not because it's him, but just because they have somebody else in the back of their head who they think is more deserving of his spot. But why are they more deserving of his spot?
I don't see nothing special. I just don't see it. Like,
so
I don't see the hype. Like,
yeah,
I can't give me a good bar from him.
Have you watched his Daily Duppy?
No,
cool.
I ain't got time for that. I'm not gonna waste my time in the free world to watch that.
I'll be totally honest with you. I was sharing most people's opinion of his lyrical ability until I watched his Daily Duppy. When I watched his Daily Duppy, it changed my opinion of RD. because he came with real content and he came with storytelling, which was interesting to me. Like, storytelling is not something that many people can get right in our scene.
Big facts.
So to get that right, it's a big deal. If you feel the way you feel about RD, right, I would say go and watch the Daily Duppy and then think about it, because I feel like that's an indication of where that guy might be able to get to one day in order to be respected or be given some kind of credit for where it is he's got to. But right now, I understand people say, he's just making cheap music and X, Y, and Z. All right, cool, fair enough. But he found a formula and it's working.
No, he's blown. I'll give him. He's blown in. Like
people can say, what's special about Russ? Why is
not a hitmaker? He's a hitmaker.
But why is RD not a hitmaker?
Again, I like people. Again, I like work rate, innit? Like, so I was never AJ Tracy fan, but I could not knock his work rate. And now, you don't think RD's got work rate? How long has he been put music in?
Oh, okay, what you mean the period of time he's been around
Look
for?
at Young Eds. Young Eds been put working for time, innit? Yeah. And I think Young Eds is hard. I still don't think he gets the recognition he deserves. I think Young Eds is underrated, isn't it? He's worse, isn't it? But this guy, like, he just jumped to 1 or 2 tunes because he's the white boy. He's got the complexion of the corruption. He can keep up to a certain man, and that's why he blown. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
No. I hear what you're saying. I think what it boils down to is, what's his longevity going to say? Like, is he still going to be here in 2 years?
Yeah.
Is he still going to be here in 3-4 years? Only time will tell. But H has been here for years now. Like, he's been around for, 4 years? And that's not an easy thing to do. You can really be here today and gone tomorrow in terms of your 15 minutes of fame.
Big facts. So
I understand why people feel a bit of a way about H or RD, but the reason I don't see it is because you can't, for me anyway, you can't have a scene where you let everybody in, you let them make the music they want to make, and it blows. That's the reason that people do music. So if they make music and it's gone well for them, why are they not talented? They've clearly found a formula. They've clearly found something that works for them. In the same way, Tion found something that worked for him. Russ found something that worked for him. Half the people that have done well, Heady found a formula that worked for him. Just because they've been doing music for longer and it took them longer to find their formula, I don't think that they should be put down for that. But I understand it though, because it's annoying when somebody jumps the queue.
Yeah, cool. As we said about the whole Jay Spades, look how much more money series he had. Look how much bags and boxes Lay Brown had, isn't it? But we're gonna have a quick break though. Shout your socials. Where can people find you at though, man?
It's Sav_Ojb. That's my Instagram. And to be fair, that's the only socials I'm on. I'm not on Twitter. I think it's too toxic. Yeah, I can't be on Twitter. So if you want to find me, Sav_Ojb, or if you want to go see the podcast, it's the On The Rocks podcast YouTube page. Check me out.
Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesday, champagne, the conversation, banter before bed. Here we go. Cheers.
Are you one of those people that say that Mayweather's ruining his legacy, or
you saw gal pouring milk on their batty and doing
but
the
it
most
was very PG.
Who's winning out of Drake and Kanye in the verses?
They booed our players taking the knee, and you think that they're not going to receive racial abuse?
People think that their opinion is a fact.
Yeah,
I can't be in an environment like that.
it was a dark period, especially for black people as well, because obviously George Floyd,
100%.
the BLM movement.
For me, there's no man or woman in hip hop that talks to 50 Cent on the verses.
Young Thug, yeah.
That one's ridiculous. The
Future, maybe.
Young Thug and Future. I personally feel as if Arsenal have got a good chance this season of winning the league.
I'm clipping that out.
No, that girl, you know, come on. No. BD. SM shower. Warning. Hey, Star Trek, so in the studio now, like. Come on, Casa. El Tracker. Yo, man, I say, come. Hey, diggity man get. Hey, girl want fuck get. Hey, diggity man get. Hey, girl want fuck get. Hey. Man get chingy. Girl want fuck get. Diggity man get chingy. Girl want fuck get freaky. Past the icebox chili. Still pepper them ups like chili. Diggity man get chingy. Girl want fuck get freaky. Past the icebox chili. Still pepper them ups like chili. Diggity man get chingy. man get chingy. Y'all want fuck get freaky, she get freaky. Digga the man get chingy, man get chingy. Y'all want fuck get freaky, she get freaky. 2 Rolex on my wrist, ups get chings, so the drama them not bring. Man, you know, get Rashford when this kick. These 22 G's got blicks, Balenciagas. These walkers looking crisp. Get flipped like the Mercy of these man drips. Glizzies and flicks, elevator, lift up the strip, grip up the prick, ying up the prick, then dip, spin out the whip, lift up and rinse out the stick. Yeah man ting, shoulder swing man, ching up a Vic, man train to bust, like we was taking trips, man's taping strips, up block got that Satan trip. How can it beef, man that's known for baking ribs? Every day man get money, y'all want fuck that body. Y'all man war make duppy, hop on ice like slushy. Chef up man Kentucky, or maybe we bust that brocky. Drip on fleek and fussy, Scotland trips with curry. Every day man get chilly, y'all want fuck that freaky. Pass the icebox chili, still pepper them ups like chili. Digga the man get chingy, y'all want fuck that freaky. Pass the icebox chili, still pepper them ups like chili. Digga the man get chingy, man get chingy. Y'all want fuck get freaky, she get freaky. Digga the man get chingy, man get chingy. Y'all want fuck get freaky, she get freaky. Digga the man get chingy, man get chingy. Y'all want fuck get freaky, she get freaky. Digga the man get chingy, man get chingy.
Yo, what's going on, people? We're back right now. Yeah, Tipsy Talk, Wavy Wednesday, champagne, the conversation, banter before bed. Again, Drunk J. Yeah, I'm tipsy right now. I have to blame the white guy, the mixed race guy, man. Look at him smiling at it. I've got Sav here. Keys for On the Rocks podcast.
Come on, man.
Quick question, man. So, what's your definition of broke?
Definition of broke?
Yeah,
You got no
man.
money in your bank account.
So financially, that's your definition of broke.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends what angle you're going in at. Like,
has a girl ever called you broke before?
nah.
Never ever.
Nah, but to be fair, I'm quite good at hiding when man's down still. You get what I'm saying? like I'm quite good at like nobody can see, if I've been in a mad spot, yeah. Like you wouldn't know.
Okay.
You wouldn't know. Like I've never, not that this is a bad thing, but I've never actually asked anyone to like, spot me this for this month or
Same.
Yeah, because I don't know. Everyone's bread is their bread, innit? I don't want to ever put somebody else in a mad predicament because I've asked for some bread. You know what I'm saying to you? So I've never been called broke, but that's also because I've never dealt with any females who do that. Like if you're dealing with girls who are gonna call you broke, you're dealing with the wrong women. Like if you're dealing, like, how can you call a man broke without saying, by the way, this is how you can fix it?
Because me, I get in situations where I always meet females that are always above me, like doctors, senior managers, and property kind of thing, innit?
But everyone's broke to someone though.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So you might, I'm broke in comparison to enough people.
Like I don't buy bottles in the club like that, innit? That's not my style, innit? But some girls are used to that though. That's what they used to seeing, innit? But that's not my flavor though, innit? Like I get you drinking that, but I'm not buying no champagne bottles like sparkling. That's not my style, innit?
Listen,
but
I know
Clutch is broke though, because you ain't doing that.
That's crazy. I know millionaires who don't even have a car.
Big facts.
So how are you gonna tell me that because somebody's not buying you a bottle in a club, that person's not up? That's weird. Your priorities are in the wrong place. If you genuinely think that buying bottles in a club is an indication of wealth, they need to reevaluate your norms and values, because that's mad. That is mad. I know enough girl like that as well. That's why you don't catch me in clubs. If I'm going out somewhere, I'm not going to no bottle clubs where you got to spend racks to look like you're having a good time on snaps and socials and these things. Why? If I'm going somewhere, I'm going there to have a good time. I'm not really snapping more time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear that. Because me, again, my definition of broke is like loyalty's unmatched, innit? Like I don't think you can put price on loyalty in it, kind of thing, innit? Family as well, you can't really put price on families, innit?
Never.
And that's what I'm saying, innit? So them things there, that's what matters to me.
Yeah.
But some people more, I'm not really serious like that, innit? I've never been that kind of guy, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
And again, I just want to know, so what's your value in life then? Like, what do you think the value of life is, innit?
You touched on it there. Family, like, and friends. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm somebody who, if my friends shout me for something, I'm there for it. Like, my close friends. Like, it's got to be for a reason, because more time I don't leave my yard. but yeah, man, for me, you can only measure a man's success on how positively he has affected other people's lives, in my opinion. Like, that's success for me. You can have all the money in the world, but to me, you're not successful if you're not positively affecting other people's lives, in my opinion. So I could end up being somebody in my old age with M's in the bank account, and it wouldn't actually be meaningful unless those M's have, at one stage or another, gone towards the betterment of my community, or gone towards the betterment of my family, friends, and people who are meaningful to me. Otherwise, why? What have you got all that money for? What's the point in having money if you can't put it towards something that's going to make somebody else's life better or easier? In my opinion, that's how you really measure a man or a woman. How much are you affecting somebody's life? That's my version of success.
I hate that, because me, again, I work with like multicultural people in it, and there's this one Asian guy, like, I've got nothing in common with him, nothing whatsoever in common.
Yeah.
But this guy's, his work rate's on point, and he doesn't says nothing in it.
Yeah.
And I've just got a heart for him.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of them guys, like, you just don't see nothing bad happen to him, innit? Like, nothing bad happen to him. And that's what I value that. I value that whatsoever, innit? But it's about the podcaster, man. How did that come about, man? On the rocks.
My brother, man, big up Sam. We've worked with each other for a long time, going on 4 years now. I work for a media production company, and we met through that company, and we just gelled, innit? Like, always, whenever we've shot content together, people have said, "Nah, you lot's chemistry is serious. You lot need to do something." And because of that, we kind of took people's advice, innit? What's the point in being told, yo, like, you should do something and not doing it?
Big facts.
You know what I mean?
Wasted talent.
Wasted talent. There's no point. There's no point in dilly-dallying and sitting there resting on your laurels and thinking something will happen for me eventually. Nah, nothing will happen unless you make it happen. So yeah, man, it was something that it was in the pipeline for a long time. We've been speaking about it for a year and a half, I think. Probably first lockdown of COVID, he said, "Oh, we should do something," you know. And it wasn't until this year that we started it. So it was in the pipeline for a long time, and I'm loving it still, because what I do on a day-to-day, I've got a snap show, yeah, which is like a
shout out, man. Where do people find that out, man?
It's called That's Not News. It's on the discovery page of Snap, and doing very well. It's got like 260,000 subscribers.
Talk about it.
Bad man show. I can't lie to you.
Big talk.
No, I can't lie. Like, it's a very, very popular show. Like, I get stopped in the street and say, "Yo, I watched that." Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a popular show. But On the Rocks is man's baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's mine and it's his.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that we've worked together towards, and it's something that, even though the follow is nowhere near what my other stuff is, but it will be.
Yeah, of course, man.
So, and again, for me, going into 2022 is all about ownership and having something that you own and that you can say is yours. Because it's all well and good working for a corporation, earning a nice salary. But if they tell you to go away, what have you got? You're back to square one.
And you talked about earlier about legacy as well.
Legacy is important, man.
Like,
very
your
important.
Kids will go and jump on YouTube and see, bro, is that my granddad about this?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I find out about you lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I just put things on YouTube, just let it fly.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like social media influencers, innit?
Yeah.
And bro, these guys talking about what I'm talking about. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't listen to the UK people. When I heard about you lot talking about that, alright, cool. I need to get my man on the show, innit? I wish you came in with the other guy, the co-host, but
Yeah.
in due time, don't ever happen, man.
Yeah, we'll get
In due time, it'll happen, man.
Yeah, no, facts. He's somebody that, again, like, I wouldn't have wanted to do it. There's not many people out there who I like and enjoy making content with. He's one of the few people. Like, like I said, we've always had a chemistry on screen that people have gravitated towards. And because of that, like you said, it would have been a wasted talent if we didn't put it to some use. Because I feel as if there's no better time than the now, number one. And number two, you can't think to yourself, but it's a saturated market. There's so many other people out there who are doing it.
Big facts.
You can't think that because you have a USP. Everyone has a unique selling point.
Big facts.
You just got to make sure that you're using it to the best of your ability and that you're not taking for granted what brought you to the table, what brought you to the dance. You know what I mean?
So do you care about like views and all that rubbish there then? Or?
Why? Why would I care about views? Like, I'm not doing it. Obviously, it would be a lie to say that you're not doing it so that eventually you can be established and you can be successful within the space that you're trying to operate in. But in the early stages, in the beginning building blocks of anything, you can't watch views, you can't watch engagement, you can't watch this and that. You just got to enjoy it.
Let it fly.
Let it
And
fly.
plus, you don't know who's listening.
You don't know.
You don't know who's listening.
Brother, the other day, yeah, I went to an event called Musicalize, yeah? Big up Ben Anderson. So I've gone to this event, and in fact, big up E as well. Anyway, I've gone to this event, and the person has just brought me to this event, walking in, and I see notes, yeah? And like, you don't realize the reach of things that you do until you're in an environment where somebody might have seen your work. So the person that I was with knew notes, said, yo, this is my brethren Sav. He's like, I know Sav, I watched his show. This is notes we're talking about, somebody who's established in the scene. And to me, it's mad to think, notes watches man's show. Like, that's mad. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's not until moments like that where you realize, like, I'm actually doing something that people are paying attention to, which again, like, you start thinking, I need to watch what I'm saying, because clearly the audience is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Big facts.
So, like, we did a video last month that did like 2.2 million views. And again, like, you get people saying, I see your thing, or you get DMs from people saying, love the show, this, that. That's what it's about. It's not about the views for me. Like, the views is nice. Like, you see the number on the screen, it's like, oh, wicked, it's good achievement. But it's about getting the messages from people saying, yo, love your show. Me and my boys love your show. Or, yo, I watch your show when I'm feeling down. Or I watch your show every morning, it gets me through my shift, or whatever it might be. It's about, for me, it's always about positively affecting other people's lives.
Big facts. No, 100% big facts. My thing's like, bro, man, I'm going to talk anyway, in general, innit?
Yeah.
So, like, why don't you just record it? And plus, again, as we said, we don't know who's watching. We just don't know. Like, for example, like, I had a guy on my show, like, from West London, like, Talk Deep and that.
Yeah.
He put partner's video up, and I don't think it was all that. It was a Calm. Calm and Cole liked it. Terry Walker liked it. And I don't think it was all that, but like, bro, they liked it. So I thought, like, bro, just keep. And plus, it's black as well, innit? And this is a space-based. I call this the black bubble. Noah's Ark, innit? Like, you can come here, talk freely how you want. You like LGBTQ, talk about that, innit? You don't like the price of gas, talk about petrol prices gone up, talk about it. Like, I'm a guy, just drink up, have a drink, just talk up, innit? Like, bro, safe space, innit? Kind of thing, innit?
I hear it, man.
But again, I just want to know about, as you know, I have to ask about the whole vaccine situation and that. What's your thoughts on that?
My stance is, if you want to get the vaccine, then go and get that. Like,
are you vaccinated?
No, I'm not vaccinated.
Are your family members pressured you?
My mum is vaccinated. My mum definitely wanted to pressure me to do that, but she knows the type of character I am, and you can't really pressure me to do something I don't want to do. I'm not against the vaccination. I'm against being told I need to have it.
Oh, pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like,
approach should be choice.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think everyone should be. You can't say that you live in a free country and then also be told that you have to get this, or you can't fly out, or you can't do certain things if you don't have this, or it's not a free country then, is it?
It's a booster now. A booster. You need to tell me the first two weren't enough. You want to boost me up.
Are you vaccinated?
I'm not vaccinated, but again, I spoke to you about the two girls I was talking to, innit?
Yeah.
One of them wants to go to Dubai, innit? Next year, innit? I don't mind going to Dubai, innit? But I know for a fact you probably need to get.
You don't need to be vaccinated to go to Dubai.
No, I don't know. I don't know these things. Innit?
I don't think you do.
Okay.
From what I know, I don't think you do. There's certain countries where I'm assuming you might need to be vaccinated, but my thing is always this: look, if you feel that you're going to be safer by getting a vaccine, then get the vaccine.
But I never got COVID, so I'm calm.
You never got it.
I never got it.
I got COVID still.
You got it.
Yeah.
Who gave it to you? Well, white girl gave it to you.
No, funny enough, my brethren gave it to me, man.
Is it?
Yeah, joke, man. Big up chef, but no.
That chef gave it to you.
Man, safe. Anyway, yeah, gave it to man still. I knew like he was just coming off it.
What, he looked like he had it?
No, I knew he had it, but obviously no. I knew he had it, but obviously he's finished his quarantine period. But then obviously when he's like, I've linked him now, he's getting in my car, man's just
yes.
I'm like,
Oh yes.
It's done, innit? It's done. Like, I know all that. It's safe. But yeah, no, I had it. And again, like, this is the thing. Me having it, did it make me want to get the vaccine? Nah, because when I found out that you can, number one, still get COVID when you get the vaccine, you can still transfer it. Then I thought, then why am I getting? I understand people who are at risk, and obviously you're at greater risk if you don't get it. People who are asthmatic or they've got bronchitis or people who have respiratory issues.
Black people more likely to get it.
Right.
How can a virus that doesn't see colour say black people more likely to get it?
It's partly because of the jobs that black people occupy in society.
Cleaning jobs, or there's a lot of people in jobs that they might not want to be in, but obviously they've got to make ends meet, interacting with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis. Like, I don't know. It's a tough one for me because I also feel as if they tried it with the vaccine passport. Obviously, that's not a thing anymore. But they tried it with, as far as I'm aware anyway, but they tried it. They tried to make it a thing where you're not flying out nowhere unless you get that. Now, that's mad. It's mad, isn't it?
Like, I was happily stayed in the UK for the rest of my life.
Seriously?
100%.
Nah.
You can't tell me what to do.
Bro, Sav, but when we talk off air about LA, now I feel like, bro, man needs to fly out.
I hear that, but if you're really gonna sit there and tell me that you're gonna make me get a vaccine for something, right, that I can still give to other people after I've got it, I can still catch and still, like, it affect me after I've had the vaccine. Shut up, man. I'm not hearing what you've got to say.
Sav, I know, like, talking to you right now, I know there's some countries that you want to hit before you die in it. Facts,
Big
facts in it. But this whole thing saying, like, bro, you can't fly out until you get it.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Like,
obviously, I'm not happy, but again, like, this is my thing. I'm a very hard-headed person. So if you're gonna sit there and tell me,
Jamaican in you. Yeah, that's the yardie.
You might be right still.
That's the yardie.
You might be right still.
Take it.
You might be right still. Like, you might be right. Just hard-headed, man. I just thought, like, I don't want to be told. I don't want to be told, yeah, like, you're not flying out nowhere unless you get this. That's mad to me. All right, cool, man, stay in my yard and still, like, that's calm.
Jump on YouTube.
You get me? I'll watch somebody else's vlog. I watch somebody else's vlog in the Maldives and I'm there with them. You get me? Like, nah, man. But don't get me wrong. I'm all here for people having the option. If you want to get it, then get it. Like,
pro-choice.
100%. And I'm never gonna frown upon somebody for getting it. That's weird. I feel like that's a weird thing as well. Like, people saying, "Oh no, don't come around me if you've had the vaccine." Why? Like, what? That's their choice. If they want to get the vaccine,
Have you seen the public yet? What's anyone look at you yet?
Listen, enough times. Like, man will be in like a shop or something, yeah, or like a food shop. Do a little. Everyone's looking at me, looking around like, oh, fam, what, man, can't cough, man, clear my throat now. I can't even clear my throat now, brother. Without somebody looking at me backwards, like, it's weird. Like, society's going mad, bro.
Oh, flip.
Like,
but we just have like these jobs, because some jobs are saying like you have to get the vaccine, you can't work anymore.
But there's a lot of people in the NHS that have been laid off recently.
That's mad, isn't it?
I find that very crazy because a lot of people during the period of time where, you know, the claps for the NHS and all that, and they were being made out as heroes.
Big facts.
And now they're getting laid off. It's the most backwards thing of all time. But this government is lost, bro. It's lost, bro. How are you going to tell people that they are heroes and then also demonize them less than a year after you've turned them into heroes? Craziness to me, fam.
Sav, I know you drive here. I just know, what's your stance on like these climate protesters then?
The Insulate Britain brothers.
Yeah. Have you been caught in traffic by them?
I haven't been caught in traffic by them.
Okay then.
And this is the thing with them in particular, their actual message and what they're trying to achieve, I understand and I'm here for. But their methods, I'm not here for their methods. Like, if you look into what it is that they're actually trying to achieve, then you'd hear what it is that they were trying to say. But the way they're saying we need the change is problematic because you're creating problems for people. So other people in society might have actually been open to what they had to say. But now they're going to be closed-minded towards it because of the fact that they've gone out of their way to detrimentally affect people's lives.
My thing is, like, for example, like, you could be driving, you got your granddad in the back of your car, or your aunt, your son, then you go to hospital ASAP, like, bro.
Oh, you saw the story, right?
Emergency, yeah, I saw the story. These guys are clogging up the road, didn't it? From the road perspective, you're clogging up my state, like, I have to touch you, innit? Like, I have to put my hands and feet on you, innit? But if I do that, I'm going jail, isn't it?
100%. But today, did you hear that they got nicked?
Yeah, they got nicked, yeah, but when they come up, they're going to do it again, though.
Probably, yeah.
They'll do it again.
Yeah, probably. again, it's a sad situation because climate change, in my opinion, it does seem like it's something that is a problem.
But it's a bigger picture, though.
Yeah,
it's a way bigger picture. You got these manufacturers doing these cars, all this rubbish, just putting all this fossil fuels in the air, all that rubbish there. That it's a way bigger picture. And then you men are getting slapped on the wrist. But you mean to tell me, like, your free day, you're not working, you want to stand on the middle of the road on your free day?
But the majority of these people are OAPs anyway. They've already retired. Like, they don't have nothing else to do. So, all right, cool, let me just go protest. And again, like when you got people gluing themselves to vehicles and gluing themselves to the floor, or gluing their face to the flipping pavement, like, come on, man. Now you're also wasting resources because you got ambulances coming out to unglue you lot from the floor.
I'm going skits.
Because
I know for a fact, if it was the man on the road, it'll be a different scenario.
But then this is the thing, that you do anything to hurt them, you do anything to physically harm them, yeah. Now you're the villain.
Brother, I'm going to work to pay my taxes. Before money comes to my account, I'm paying my taxes, yeah, to probably help you with your pension kind of thing, innit? And you say, no, I'm not having it. I'm just not, just me personally. I can't.
No. And this is the thing. That's why I said I disagree with their methods. I feel like their methods are problematic and detrimental to their cause. Like, it's hurting their cause, them doing what they're doing. Like, nobody is looking at it. Everything today is about public perception.
Big facts.
And the way the public are perceiving them is, you lot are idiots and you're ruining everyone's lives. So is that going to hurt or help your cause? It's going to hinder it. Stop doing it. That's my thing with Insulate Brand anyway.
Basically, we talked about it a little bit off air, but I don't really want to get into it, but I have to, because it's trending right now, the whole white yardie situation like that. And obviously, you've been as a Jamaican, not born in Jamaican, but UK Jamaican. What's your stance on that then? Like,
nobody can't tell nobody where they're from.
Big facts.
Nobody can't tell nobody where they're from.
Big facts.
Who's that brother to sit there and say, I don't feel like, obviously didn't say this verbatim, but
I don't know, if that was you, what would you have done though in that situation? Would you answer that question, or would you just walked out? Or what?
The way he handled it was amazing, bro.
Big fact.
Like, he was tactful with it.
Professional.
He kind of let them say what they were saying without cutting them off, and then he came in and rebutted everything they had to say. Big up White Yardie, man. Like, the way my man was handling that was very professional and very, like, calm and collected. Enough man in that situation would have been wilding up. Like, who are you to question anything?
I'm upset he's a black guy that asked that question as well. That's what I was upset about. Like, you're a black guy, you're asking my man this question. Like, you should understand, you should know already from the get-go. Like, it's not really a question you should be asking my man.
Imagine a white man come up to you in the street and said, when did you realize you was British? Well, what makes you think you're British? That's mad. You'll be ready to fist him up.
Big fact.
So the difference between that and that is that White Yardie is white, and he, the guy that was questioning him, felt comfortable to say what he was saying because it was a space where he felt like he was comfortable. I don't know why he felt comfortable to do that, but the line of questioning was not on, in my opinion.
I'm not gonna lie, I think my man has hands and feet off there for that. I don't know if you're looking for a viral moment. I don't know what, but why? I don't know why.
He got a viral moment still.
No. He got a viral moment.
Yeah.
It might not be positive for him.
Nah, but this is what I'm saying, man. Like, there's so many double standards when it comes to this.
But my thing is, who cares? Like, bro, away from who cares? Like, bro, we're both from.
Also, imagine making a man, like, prove where he's from.
Yeah.
Like, if a man, like, because his thing was, you've been born in the UK, then you've flown to Jamaica when you're 3 months, and you've lived in 3 months, like, you've lived in Jamaica your entire existence up to the time when you come back to the UK. So how can, when I hear that, how can a man say that he's not Jamaican? Are you all right?
That's all he knows.
Like, when my mum was having me, I was almost born in Italy,
Okay.
Almost. And I wasn't, right? But let's say I was born in Italy, and then 3 months later, moved to the UK. Somebody gonna tell me I'm not from the UK? What? That's a madness. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. I just feel like everybody's got their opinion, but in my opinion, the way that it all played out, it seems as if people know that line of questioning was crazy and that it was not on.
Big fact.
Like, nobody can tell anyone where they're from, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I said to you before, us as black British people, I was born here. My mum was born here. My dad was born in Jamaica. Yeah, cool. If somebody tried to tell me that I'm not British I'd look at them and laugh in their face. Wait, I'm not British because my skin tone doesn't match up to the majority of the percentage of the ethnicities. Like, black people only make up a very tiny percentage
Very small.
of the UK.
Very small.
But does that mean that I'm not British? No. It's weird. I just find it silly. I find it very silly. Why even talking about that?
I was going to ask you that. Are you big into sports?
When you say big into, what do you mean? Playing or watching?
Like what? Do you support football team or anything like that?
Yeah, Arsenal.
Oh, you can leave now. But no, the reason I said that, that's like, bro, if you made as a footballer, what country would you play for?
I would have played for England still.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I grew up watching the England team. I grew up supporting England, which is why it was a madness during the Euros when you had all that silliness going down.
Where did you watch the finals at?
Bro, I watched it in a casino, yeah.
Hey, Stratford?
Nah, I watched it in Tottenham Court Road.
Hey, you're up.
No. No. Brother, I promise you, yeah.
Hey, Ben, England to lift the cup, yeah?
Nah. Do you know what it is? Like watching it where I watched it was a good decision and a bad decision at the same time. We ended up almost getting into a mad scenario. Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, who's you beefing?
Well, the Italians were there. Get into it like that. No. But it's like there was another group of people. It nearly went left.
Wait, what country are they from?
It was English, bro.
Yeah. Oh, because they missed the penalty.
Listen, it wasn't even because of that. It was just like, oh, fam. For me to go into it, I'd have to tell you a long story. Sure, and we ain't got that time. But long story short, one of them made a comment during the match that it could have really gone left, because... Can
you say the comment or you can't say the comment?
Not really.
Okay.
We can't swear on here, innit?
Was it, like, do you remember, what play was it about though?
It wasn't even about a player. It was towards one of the people that I was with, innit?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, obviously, every man's jumped up. It could have gone left, innit? I knew one of the youths in their clique, yeah? Okay. So I've kind of squashed it.
Yeah.
But if I weren't there, it would have gone left. Definitely. Fist. Yeah.
So what was the energy like during the penalties then?
Brother, I promise you I didn't see the penalties.
Oh, is it?
It was face to face with these men like...
During the penalty shootout?
Yes, brother. We saw Harry Kane's penalty and I don't remember anything after that penalty wise. I just remember turning around, seeing Italy celebrating and then getting back to it with these Donnies. Yeah, it was mad. It was a joke.
Was there more of them than you lot or?
About the same. It was about the same. But there was two, like, the casino was really... the casino was really... worried because there was only like 2 bouncers and there was like 10 of us, 10 of them. So it would have been mad. You know what I mean? It would have been mad.
Casino chips flying all over the place and that.
It would have been mad. So, but yeah, man, this is what I'm saying though. If I was growing up and I was a cold baller, I would have been playing for England.
I don't know. I don't know if I would play for England.
No, why not?
I'll do the Dwight York team, play for like Caribbean team. Yeah, man.
I hear it, but I don't know, man. There's something about representing a country.
What did this Saka?
I know, but that's got nothing to do with. That's got nothing to do with the English football team, though.
But he's 19 years old.
I know,
19,
man. I know. Listen, that's my dog.
19.
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Brother, do you remember what we was like at 19? I was young, naive, just trying to pipe girls at 19. You would have stalked me on social media.
The amount of pressure that he would have been under in that moment, unbelievable. I can't even imagine.
Look what Rashford's done for the kids. And you man still Rashford.
I know.
Look what he's done. He's feeding kids. He's feeding. He doesn't have to do this.
Yeah, they're booing, man. Him and Sancho and all these men.
Yeah. But yo, this guy, the show's called Tipsy Talk, yeah?
Yeah.
So we need a drunk story from you, man.
Drunk story?
Yeah, man.
Oh. Drunk story. I'm trying to think of one that is like PG enough for this time. Let me think of one now. Drunk story. Boy, you've asked me a mad question here, Jay. A drunk story. You know what, yeah? I'm going to give you, it's not necessarily a drunk story, but it's a story I've told before to a select few people.
Yeah.
So, one of my cousins is an artist. Yeah, he's a music artist. And he had a video shoot that was going to be in Marbella.
Okay.
Right? So, the big video shoot, you had MTV coming out there.
Okay.
With like a film crew. I won't mention the influencer's name, but they was shooting with an influencer who had a show at the time.
Is the influencer active right now?
She's still kind of active.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway, so they're shooting this show with her, yeah, and she was gonna be in the music video, and that was gonna be part of the show. She had a show at MTV, innit?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna try and keep it as short as possible.
Yeah.
But we've flown out to Marbella, yeah, me and my cousin, and when we've got there, obviously he's been showing me before like the villa's looking mad, bro. Like Marbella is a mad place, but this place, fam, the villa's all 13, 14 bedrooms.
Hey.
It's got two gyms. It's got a cinema room, 2 pools, indoor, outdoor pool. It's got a sauna. It's got a jacuzzi. Brother, it's looking separate. You know, like it's looking like something out of a Rick Ross video. No, deadly serious.
Made that music.
Bro, the villa is looking mad. So obviously, we've touched down, yeah. And I said to him before, he's like, all right, cool. So what's the procedure now? Obviously, we've touched down. Like, how we getting there? He's like, oh no, they said they're gonna send a car for us, innit? Like the people who run the villa are like, cool. So we waited for this car. Car's not coming. That's a bit weird. Cool, whatever, man. So what's the address? We should get a cab there, innit? So go to a cab, man. Give him the address. He's like, yeah, but obviously Jay at this point, my cousin, he's been calling the people, and they're not answering the people who run the villa, innit? So he's thinking, what's going on? Why? This is a bit weird. But we've got in a cab, given him the address. We started making our way there. Now, we say to the cab driver, do you mind calling this number for us? For some reason, it's not going through. So the cab man says, all right, cool, yeah, read it out, man, put it in. Start reading out the number. He said, that's not a Spanish number. See, from he said that, I knew that something bad was going to happen. So anyway, we're like, well, we're in the cab now, innit? We're on the way there. Might as well just go there, see what's going on. Hopefully the people that run the villa are there. Just a miscommunication. Bro, we get to the villa. Well, I say we get to the villa. We get to the address. Bro, it's just earth.
Yes.
It's just soil, bro.
They put a little catfish stew.
Well, dude, there's just soil.
I'm boosted up.
They haven't even started building nothing.
Hey.
So the people who like they just yanked man's money.
Finessed,
bro. And obviously MTV's flying out in 12 hours to be there to shoot the video. So on my life, I've never felt more stressed than that moment there.
You was more stressed than your cousin?
No, we was all stressed. My cousin was like dying, bro.
Yeah, I imagine, of
He
course.
was dying, bro.
Pressure.
Like, he did not know what was gonna happen next. He spent the belly on this villa. Facts on this villa, bro. Anyway, long story short, one of his brethrens ended up patterning it. He was like, I hear what? Amex card, bam, villa, you got what you need, X, Y, Z. But if it wasn't for his brethren, we would have been stranded. Because we wouldn't have been able to pattern a villa like the one that they'd advertised in the short period, 12 hours.
Big facts.
Fam, it would have been long. Like that was one of the most stressful. In fact, you know what, let me even say one of the most. That I've never been on a holiday like that. And I don't plan on going back to Marbella ever. I don't plan on being back in that country.
Oh, man.
Spain might see me, but Marbella won't see me again.
How did the video shoot out then?
It went all right in the end. Obviously, it wasn't what we wanted it to be because, you know what I'm saying to you, but yeah, nah. Big up everyone that was on that trip, man. We were in the trenches, like, just being there and everyone is skint, bro, because we was all like, now playing catch up.
Big facts.
Like, yeah, it was a mad trip. And it was an experience, innit? You look back at it now, we can laugh. But when we was there, brother, I just wanted to be somebody to come save, man. Like, on the night that we got there, we was in a hotel. We just found a random hotel, whatever. Fam, I just had Meat Meal save me on repeat. Repeat, bro. Somebody save me. Please. Mad things.
That's what I was going to ask you, like, when was the last time you had the what the F am I doing moment?
In terms of life?
Yeah, in general, yeah, man. Like, what am I doing, man?
The last time I had a what the hell am I doing moment? You know what? Last year, I was in just a toxic relationship. Yeah. And I just felt like, do you know what? I need to get out. It was affecting my mental health. It was affecting my work. It was affecting everything.
It was abusive.
What do you mean?
Like, was she hitting you? Or,
Nah.
or
No.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, no. you know what? In fact, I can't even say it weren't abusive. Mentally, definitely. Well, mentally draining. It was mentally draining.
Is it?
Yeah, because fam, I'm not gonna get into everything, but like, yeah, women and men get categorized as abusers for different things. I feel like men are a lot more overtly abusive towards women, and women are a lot more covertly abusive towards men. Like, men and women do very different things in order to not get one over, but there's mental warfare. Pettiness, fam. But pettiness is the surface level. But yeah, last year there was a couple moments I was like, yeah, I need to cut, I need to do something to get myself out of this situation. But yeah.
You ever been vagina whipped before?
Vagina whipped? No.
Never?
Nah. I can't say I have, bro.
Is it, yeah? Yeah, you're lucky, man.
I don't think I have. I've definitely been in situations where I've stayed around in certain predicaments longer than I should have. Probably because it was decent, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the umps was doing what it was supposed to do. Definitely that, but like, I can't say that I've been in a situation where I can look back and say I was only there because of that. You know what I'm saying?
In terms of feelings, what's red flag for you, man?
A red flag. Possessive. If you're a possessive person, that's a red flag to me.
A girl that's always there?
Huh?
A girl that's always there, or?
No, a girl that doesn't understand. Like, for example, I'm in the scene, yeah? Like, I'm not a bad-looking guy, so I'll get attention from females. If you can't hack that, then you just shouldn't be with me.
Oh, okay.
In the same way, if you're with a good-looking girl, you shouldn't be with them if you can't hack them getting attention. If you're overly possessive, you don't want me going certain places just because I'm going to get attention. Problematic. Because now you're affecting my career. Because I might go certain places to network, but you don't want me there.
Big facts.
That's dead.
Ruin opportunities.
That's a red flag still. But to be fair, with me, you can get cut off for the littlest thing.
Is it?
Yeah. You can get cut off for the littlest
thing. No tolerance.
Listen, I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be putting bare effort into somebody who is giving me enough red flags. I'm not turning none of them pink. I'm not ignoring red flags no more. Like, you know what I'm saying to you?
So, like, if you have linked to girl and like the first family, she just bounced because, like,
no, I'm not that rude. But you just won't see me again after that time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like, why would I see you if I don't feel like it's gonna go anywhere? Number one, and number two, we don't gel. If I don't gel with you, why am I linking you for what? Like, I'm not one of these guys, because I've had this conversation with my boys before. I'm not somebody who can link women and not actually enjoy their company. Because enough man be mashing gal who they don't even like them.
Big facts.
That's weird to me. I don't understand that. You're having sex with a girl and you don't like her. How? That's
stress.
That's mad.
Stress, get the blood pressure low again.
I don't know, man. You got enough sites online for that. You know what I'm saying to you?
Shout out to Plenty of Fish.
Hey, listen, you got.
So, what do you think is lacking from the female generation these days than before? In your perspective,
what's lacking?
Yeah,
I think there's a lot lacking from men and women, bro. Men don't know how to treat women anymore.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I still give girls flowers, you know.
I hear it,
it's a bit weird.
But you're of a different generation.
Yeah, it's a bit weird because people look at me weird, isn't it? But
no, that's normal. But this is my thing. Like, chivalry, it really is not the same way it used to be. Number one, and number two, I feel like because of the generation that enough people are growing up in now, we're growing up in the shade borough generation.
Big facts.
Where toxicity is the norm.
Big facts.
And because toxicity is the norm, people begin to people begin to behave like Justin LeBoy or Layboy, whatever it is. People behave like what he's saying is gospel, or people behave like what.
And they'll screenshot and put in their stories and that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And you don't even know the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't even know him. I don't understand that. Why would you promote someone that you don't know, but your girlfriend's trying to do her thing and you got to promote her thing? I just don't understand that.
Bro, toxicity is rewarded in this generation. You get rewarded for your toxicity.
Likes, retweets, follows.
You get rewarded. So, and that's man and women. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even say what's wrong with women. What's wrong with society? Society is just tapped. Like,
before we go, have you seen what happened with the baby thing?
Yeah.
Did you agree with that? No.
The whole thing's weird. If she's your side chick, why are you breeding her? Number one. And number two, why is everything got to be so public?
I agree with him recording it though. I do agree with that because that could have turned left. She could have lied and like, bro, he hit me, didn't it? But he's got the video proof in it. But to go on live in front of your millions and millions of followers to make her look at a certain way, I do disagree with that.
I just feel like if you want to record something, then do that and keep it in your phone, innit?
Yeah, that's why they've done. Then show the police afterwards like this happened. That's why they've done in it.
Cool. But to make it so public.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of that. But I'm a private person, innit? So anything public to me, like I just don't agree with him kind of thing. Like I would be with a girl, but you would never know who my wife is. Like you would never know who she is because I'm not that kind of guy, innit?
Yeah. Again, same here. And I've been definitely being some sticky predicaments in the past. not because I've done dirt. It's more just because like a girl saying, "Oh, why don't you post me? Or why don't you do this? Or why don't you do it?" Yeah.
Hey.
Because I'm not somebody who everything for me when it comes to a relationship should be private.
Big facts.
Between me and the girl.
Big facts.
I don't even want people. I don't want people to have access to my relationship because my relationship is my relationship. You don't need to know who I'm dealing with, who I'm dating. You don't need to know who my girl is. Why? Just so that you can pray and have your opinion. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man.
Well, Sav, this is the end of the show, man. Anything you get off your chest, let the people know.
Listen, like I said halfway through, Sav_Ojb. People keep asking me, "Are you from South?" No, that's my initials, isn't it?
Junction boys.
Yeah. No, that's my initials.
I'm gonna lie to you, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. That's my initials still. But yeah, Sav_Ojb on Instagram, on the Rocks podcast, on the YouTube, and obviously
tune into that, man.
Yeah, man. And if you've got Snapchat, that's not news. VYB, that's the show. Yeah, man. And shout me, innit? Shout me.
Anything else you got come up in the future then? Like you plan to tap into then? Love Island next year?
Oh, you must be mad.
You ain't going there?
Love Island?
Yeah.
Nah.
Get the blue check?
Nah. No, because I feel like I can get the blue tick without doing Love Island, innit?
Big facts.
So, and also I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like Love Island is the show to go on for somebody like myself. Like, I respect people that go on it. Huh?
Take me out?
Dating shows. Not going to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Not going to do it because, again, I've just said I'm a very private person. I'm not about to air nothing to do with me dealing with this person or feel like I've got to be forced into something.
I get it.
But I get it though. Be in your bag, innit? Be in your bag.
So the Y movie, you'll be in it, yeah?
I would, you know what? I would do acting still. I would do acting.
What role would you like to play next? Like if you could play a role, like what role would you play?
In acting? What role would I play? I'd be like a Franklin from Snowfall or something like that.
Shout out to him. I rate him so much, you know.
Yeah, Damson Idris.
Rate him so
bad
much, man.
Still.
Rate him, man. Yeah, Frankie, yeah.
He's a bad man still. No, but to be fair, I don't know if I've got a face for acting. I feel like I've got a... Like, people always tell me I've got a baby face. I don't know. I'll let the audience decide, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on the show, my brother.
Definitely to come back, man. You and your partner need to come back.
100%. We'll be back here one day, you know what I'm saying?
TipsyTalk, Wavy Wednesday, Champagne Conversation, Banner for Red. Here we go. Cheers!